side, bring the heat.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the one and the only Rumboyz Fantasy Network. Welcome aboard our pirate ship. Welcome aboard, everyone. Make sure that you go ahead and first things first, take care of that subscribe button if you are new to our community. If you're new aboard, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We greatly appreciate it. Second thing, go ahead and spike that like button just to start this thing off. Let's start getting those likes going. Make sure that you guys also simultaneously right after, or not simultaneously, but right after, you go ahead and you then share the content on all of your social media. And then, yeah, dive off into the live chat, enjoy each other's company, and enjoy the panel's company. We're going to be interacting with you guys in the chat. This is Rumboyz After Dark. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and get into our very trustworthy and esteemed pirate crew. Ladies and gentlemen, our co-host of Rumboyz After Dark. You guys can also catch him here Tuesdays on My Version is Better. Make sure you guys check him out here on the Rumboyz Fantasy Network. You can also check out his YouTube channel representing the GMM Network, Bogart Scott Free.
Mushrooms give me money.
Hell yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
Hey, let's turn up. Where's the Jamaicans at? We gotta get them out.
You gotta get the horns. Go ahead and get your horns, bro.
We'll go get them. Go ahead. Keep talking. There it is.
There we go. Ladies
the Jamaicans.
Also a part of the pirate ship. You guys can also check him out on his YouTube channel. I heard there's a very special 420 jersey giveaway this month. Ricky Williams. Ladies and gentlemen, representing Clock Management, White Chocolate. What's good, Justin?
What up, man? Happy to be here. Missed the last couple weeks, so rest in peace, DMX. Some crazy news, but yeah, man, happy to be here. And yeah, giving away Ricky Williams jersey. Make sure you guys subscribe. Clock Management on YouTube. Try and hit that 1K mark.
Yeah. Hey, you can check out all of our staff members' YouTube channels in our homie section. So make sure you guys support all these guys' business ventures, and also support them here with the Rumboyz Fantasy Network whenever you check out our homies. Ladies and gentlemen, the newest member of the crew. He's here to put a smile on your face. He's here to bring the humor. He's also part of our Sunday fantasy strike zone, our fantasy baseball show with the fantasy spin. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for our boy Herb.
Oh, are we doing the?
Wow, we're live. Jeez. Oh God. I got too close to the camera again. I always screw this up. See, I'll come in with a good introduction one of these days. I apologize. I gotta get it together, man. Oh God. Happy Friday though. Oh gee. Remember your training.
It's Friday. Gotta get down on Friday.
Looking forward to the weekend. Oh man, dude! Shout out Rebecca Black if you're in the audience. Just like hit me up.
Bro, there might be a YouTube video somewhere floating around of me and my homies from back in the days being deployed, dancing to that song. I have no idea where it's at, but if you see me on the internet, this isn't my first time. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and get into our very special guest. This gentleman, some of these guys are going to be their first time. We have 1 second timer here. Let's go ahead and get into our very first timers, though. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a pleasure to finally get him on the show. You guys have checked out his very, very genuine, from the heart, bold takes on Twitter. You guys have seen him popping off battles on SportsMe. I'm finally excited to work with the homie, the fantasy football lord. You also saw him on the Pandy Awards with the crazy award presentation as well. Lord, don't lose. What's up, bro?
How do you do, man? I appreciate y'all boys having me on this thing, man. Let's go ahead and get it, baby.
South Atlanta, stand up.
Hey.
Yeah, for sure. South Side, Clayco, you know, that's where
Stand up.
From. That's what's good, baby.
Yo,
You know, man. Welcome aboard, the Lord.
I appreciate you all. Appreciate you all.
Church, let's go ahead and get into it. Get into our next couple of guests here. Ladies and gentlemen, representing the Dynasty Vipers, Matt Darling. Oh, he's on mute. There's always one.
You know what? That's almost guaranteed to happen to me at least twice a show. So we got this out of the way early on. Glad to be here. First time on the show. Long time listener. Big time fan.
Let's go. Let's go.
Welcome
Greatly
aboard.
appreciate it.
Welcome aboard.
Humble to be in your presence, Matt. Let's go ahead and get into another first timer. Ladies and gentlemen, this man is going to be bringing you guys anything and everything in regards to DFS content. As we like to say, DFS, give me money!
Give me money!
Ladies and gentlemen, Jordan, the neck. What's good, Jay?
Thanks, guys. I appreciate you having me on, Robbie. Hopefully, someone on this panel takes down one of the big ones and gets to give me that testimonial. But for now, I'm just going to take my little sippy cup. I'm going to have a great time on the show.
Hey, you enjoy that sippy cup. Don't worry. I'll be sure to be sober enough to get you to the babysitter tomorrow. It's all good, bro. Ladies and gentlemen, our second time guest. He's been on before. You guys have seen our banner on Twitter, and you've seen our banter together on screen. From a podcast with Upside, G-Man Jay.
Oh, boy.
What's up, y'all? Excited to be back. Let's have a little fun.
Hey, Jay, did you crawl out that motherfucking cup? That shit's the same size as you.
Yeah, man. That just means it takes a little less to get me there. That's all.
Hey, that's a good thing, bro. That's a good
man.
That let money out your pockets.
Yeah, right.
You ain't lying.
I'm excited to buy that guy beers at Canton.
Yeah, it won't take much.
Right. That's what you want to go get the drink to first, right? You don't want number one. Let's get him one real quick.
Tino, what's good? Sean,
Shout out
Miles,
to Tino.
Willie Wonka, what it do?
Yeah, shout out to
Justin,
Peacock.
I see you here. Yo, for the love of Sundays. What's good, John? Kevin, Bo Knows.
Shout out to John.
Troy, Swagman,
Shout out to
Real
Troy.
Deal, Coach Bruce. What's
Shout out to
good,
Real
family? Y'all up in here with the crew. Let's go ahead. Let's pay some bills really fast before we get into these fire debates. Bogart, go ahead and take them away. I'm getting that fire.
Hey. Well, check this out, Rumboyz and girls. We would love you to head on over to monkeyknifefight.com, download the MKF app, and use promo code Rumboyz. We're going to match that first deposit all the way up to 50 smackers. Get in on this legal, legit daily fantasy sports prop action. Right now, baseball's in full swing. See what I did there? Hey, get in on some home run derby. You know what I mean? Get in on some lesser mores, all that shit, man. Head on over to monkeyknifefight.com. Use promo code Rumboyz, all caps, no cap. Matching that thing to 50 smackers. Monkey Knife Fight, give me my name.
Give me money.
Give me my name.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am here to talk to you guys. Actually, we're gonna go ahead and let Herms drop in with the SportsMe ad. We're gonna let you do the SportsMe ad, Herms. Go ahead, bro.
if you guys haven't heard about the SportsMe app, then you're about to hear about it because that's what Robbie just said I'm going to do. So the SportsMe app is a place, you download it. It's a lot like, remember how Vine used to be where you record like little quick videos or whatever, and then it's just like, look at that, you said something. Boom, it's like that. But you're talking about sports. You're replying to other people's takes. You can enter battles. You can do all that stuff. And like, hey, man, if you win a battle, you'll get a little trophy icon that gets displayed on your profile, so that way people can check it out and be like, oh my God, that guy's really smart. So if you want to flex on your friends and you want to be like, yeah, I know about sports, boom, then hit up the SportsMe app. Do it. I'm there. We're all there. I mean, come on, do it. What do you miss? You have wasted too much of your life without this. All right, just get it. Download the app.
Is there any side effects?
No.
I don't know. I feel a little dizzy sometimes, but that's about it. That might just be a me thing. I don't know. So.
Side effects, potential addiction to the app may fall into the occasional athlete on the app.
And I may bring you a fantasy championship or two.
Oh, we are definitely a lot of
SportsMe, give me money.
Football championships. Let's go. Invite link just dropped in the chat. Let's go ahead and get into some sports talk. It looks like Sven is going to be joining us, but I'm going to go ahead and first pop off the very first topic. Svendetta. With the world slowly making its way kind of back to normal, live fantasy drafts, they're going to go back to being, we just fucked up. Whoa, hold on. Before I continue reading that topic, we were about to curse the whole show. We were about to have a bad show. It was going to be bad. Cheers to me.
I was already there.
Yeah, we weren't, Robbie.
All the Rumboyz and girls, what it do?
Dilly.
With the world slowly making its way back
We
to
should have had the
normal.
Lord say a few words.
Here we go. Amen.
Amen. Church.
Yes.
Lock it in.
But fantasy live drafts are going to be going back to being a thing. Are you ready to live draft in person? Are you comfortable with this yet? And with that being said, what does your draft night out consist of? What is it going to look like? Shout out to Draft Night Out. Catch me as a host in Canton. And we start with Bogard.
You know what's crazy is last year not having a live drafts. Like I started off like with a bang, because like my whole strategy in live drafts is to get everybody super turnt, right? And like but I still got to be on my game too, right? But in attempts to get everybody there, you know what I mean? I'm already met them there, you know what I mean? So like there's been, and this is in particular for my keeper league, you know what I mean? It's a $500 buy-in. That motherfucker, it's intense. You know what I mean? So that's part of the game, you know what I mean? And like then last year when we did the joint online, all these lazy fucks that didn't pay attention in my league through 2020, they just got this ADP they're just going to pick off of. You know what I mean? I'm like, lazy fucks. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what the live draft's about, though, is what I'm saying, though. You know what I mean? Like, people got to come prepared. There ain't no filter you can go to and pull up the WRs and shit. You know what I mean? You got to know your shit, B.
Okay. Justin. Wait. What does your draft night out look like?
Oh, yeah. It's you're supposed to use your imagination because there's a lot of isms on the table. You know what I mean? Bottles. You know what I mean? A lot of smoke in the air. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I mean? That's just draft night, a lot of good food that I'm glad is there when I'm done partying, because like, you know what I'm saying? I'm too busy. I'm too busy hosting. And by hosting, I mean getting fucked up and making everybody get fucked up with me. You know what I'm saying?
Mushrooms give me money.
Okay, Justin.
Mushrooms give me money.
What's up, Sven? Welcome to the stream, bro.
Yeah, welcome, Sven.
What's up, guys? Happy to be here. Thank you for having me.
My draft night out is going to look a little bit different than most. I'm bringing a draft board with me. I got it packed already. So because I will be in Afghanistan, so I'm gonna be in a fucking dusty ass room with 11 other dudes. We're gonna be in there with with guns all over the place. Fucking our draft board up there, and we'll be drinking a bunch of near beer and we'll be eating some omelets because that's all they make at midnight chow.
Like the legs,
be eating some omelets and drafting, and we won't have any internet, so that's nice because you have to go off your knowledge. You can't even look up some ADPs, so you're just going off whatever you came prepared with, a notepad, whatever you got. So I look forward to just dominating that league.
Hey, Justin, you gotta do the sand drills, right? So like when you write it, you just gotta blow the sand off, and it's like the wind blows. Just, hurry up.
That's why I'm bringing a sticker board. We can just stick it right up there. Try and keep things clean.
I'd say Velcro.
And
Velcro.
No, Velcro stops working real quick when you get sand in it.
Velcro, don't give me money.
And then hopefully there's no incoming like there was last time, because that ruins a draft.
Damn. Real firefight. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And nothing ruins a draft more than mortars.
Damn.
No,
that's what I've always said.
Trying to fucking take a test of dedication, though, bro. Go ahead, Herms. Hey, by the way, Justin, thank you for your service. And I love you, man. And it sucks that I'm old as shit now and I can't re-enlist, because I would so go with you. Like I would be like, fuck that expo. But it's all good. I understand. I love you, man. Herms.
Oh, that's me. Oh, so doing the draft. Okay. Well, this past year, it was really uneventful because I didn't get to do the fun things that I normally do. But in a normal year, shout out my commissioner, name redacted. I don't know if he wants me to say it. He lives really close to a Little Caesars Pizza. So what we do is we just get a bunch of Little Caesars Pizza, go over to his house, set up in the basement, and he also brews his own beer. So we just show up, get free beer. So it's just boom, free beer, boom, Little Caesars Pizza. And then it's we get fucked up when we draft our teams, and it's super tight. I'm really looking forward to getting vaccinated. Shout out the state of Maryland for being really slow with that. But hey, whatever, it'll be fine. I'll get there eventually. So dude, and my lord, oh my lord, I gotta say though, I'm all about getting fucked up in your draft and doing all that shit. Cause I'll tell you what, I do all my research drunk. So it's just of course I have to you got to draft drunk if you're going to research drunk. Duh, that's how we all went to college or whatever. Anyway, so exactly. The thing man, shout out community college. Anyway, the thing to do is not get too fucked up, because if you get too fucked up, you're just going to be sloshed over in a chair being like, I'll take a kicker in the 7th round. And then you're just going to hate yourself. And then nobody's going to, you'll look back the next day and be like, oh, Jesus, what did I do? What did I do? And then, you're going to want to quit the league immediately. But it's hey, you know what? Just all in moderation, my friends out there, if you're listening, just do the thing and get fucked up. Do drugs.
Hey,
only if you don't get caught, though. Only if you don't get caught.
You don't want to be the dude who drops 400 players the next day.
Before we go to Lawrence, I'm gonna shock the hell out of the whole entire fantasy world right now. So when we go to Canton, I have to have a handler. Little known fact, we've already appointed Herms as my fucking handler in Canton.
Let's go.
I'm so serious. He's literally gonna be like, hey, you need to get the draft.
I'm running around everywhere, bro.
Bro, he's literally gonna be like, you need to get the draft night out now. The Uber is downstairs. Go. Get out now.
Is that a nice way of saying an assistant?
Herms, you can wear a suit and have a little clipboard.
No, it's not a nice way of saying assistant.
I was thinking about doing it more hype man style and just being hey, yo, grab me, and just being, trying to do it
you should do it exactly like that, actually.
Yeah, just constantly yell. Just always in short rhyming phrases, so that way it's oh, okay, it's time to do this.
Go ahead, Lawrence. It's your turn.
Yeah, man. Well, it ain't my draft night, day, whatever it be. It don't be too much different than what y'all were talking about just now. If it's a live draft, you get the draft board up there. You get the folks pitching in to get the food. Bring your own drink, because everybody do different stuff, man, and you just chop it up. You laugh at folks' picks, and then when you make a pick, you act like it's the best thing since sliced bread.
Can I ask a question?
All about the head games.
Sliced bread is the joint.
Can I ask a question, Lawrence?
What's up?
What if, all right, hypothetically speaking, draft night out decided to do a draft night out at Magic City?
My first round pick would probably be Carson Wentz. You just be like, oh, you gonna be worried about it.
I'm like asking, does that sound like a marketable idea? Like I just gotta ask. You're in Atlanta. You know what I'm talking about. Like, you know what I'm saying.
Asking God, bro. He's
Yeah,
like,
you'll end up getting Google with
Lord, hear our prayers.
It just gonna be who got that. Who it sound good, but who gonna be putting that money up to do that shit? Cause the boy, hey boy, you getting Magic City. You definitely spending them bands.
Mm-hmm. And don't be going like $100 in wins neither, man. Step aside, you know what I mean? When you're in places like that, they're getting the trash bags full of joints.
Hey, SportsMe,
garbage bags,
SportsMe 2022. We decided to decide in company budget that we can fucking go to Magic City and do a draft night out.
There we go. Okay, hell yeah.
Matt, you're
don't put me in there.
Herbs, calm down.
Don't put me in there.
Don't put me in there.
Early first round.
Lawrence like, no, please don't.
I don't need to be in there.
This is Rumboyz After Dark.
Ain't gonna be no drafting. You go in there, ain't no drafting.
You're gonna be looking for someone's pick. They're just gone. You're like, hey, where'd he go?
All you got to do is ask Lou Williams.
He had a good damn. Hey.
Yeah, the staff would be making
real
my
quick,
pick.
I just need to make sure we clarify. This is Rumboyz After Dark. The shit's gonna fly. Matt, go ahead and give us your take. What does your draft night out look like before we get into the real fantasy talk?
Well, once we get to Canton, I'm looking forward to that draft night out because I've already got my baby carrier ready to put Jay in so I can carry him around the whole area.
Buddy.
When we're talking about back home here, north of the 49, we get a little bit of a golf game. We start our draft night out like at 10 a.m. So by the time we actually get to the draft, we've already got guys in the first round hunched over like this. Like it's already off the rails. Carson Wentz is going in the first round to somebody. It's going to happen. And there's no one's doing this. By the fourth round, someone's going to step up in a super flex and so they go, has Mahomes been drafted yet? You know what's going to happen. Every year.
No, but see, the thing is, Mahomes would already be gone. And they'll be like, is Mahomes there? Nah. And then even the next dude who comes, Patrick Mahomes.
Is Mahomes there?
He's gone already.
Stop it.
Guaranteed to happen every year. It happens like every other round after the fourth round. And then I guarantee you,
I make it a rule. I'm like, if you choose if one person makes that mistake, you get a pass. But if a second person makes the mistake on the same player, you're auto drafted.
Or the same person does it
top
twice.
on your list.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
I dig that.
Yeah, so wait, really quick, Matt. You said that you start at the golf course, right?
Yep.
Okay. Are we picking draft picks off of score?
That's basically how it kind of runs down because we all suck at golf. Like not one of us can golf. So it's kind of funny to watch.
Every hole. How many holes you go? 9?
18.
18. See, they're faded.
Yeah, that's an all-day event for me.
That's an all-day thing.
How many is it like?
Especially in August too. It's gonna be hot.
3 groups or whatever. That's crazy.
Yeah, 4 groups we run through. Yeah, it's a 12-team league in this one.
Nice.
And I guarantee you, by about 10 p.m., someone is getting a sheet of drywall or gyprock smashed over their head. Wow. It happens every year.
Wow.
You would think that we'd be smart enough to remove the drywall out of the garage. How does a sheet of drywall make it into the garage every year? You know, you think after all these
tradition
years,
now, you got to do it every year.
Damn.
It is.
I need to be at this draft.
We need a documentary of this draft
because Matt, it's you need to look and see who the person smashing it over their head is. That's the same person putting it in the garage every year.
Hey, yo, is the sheet is it there? Is it in the garage?
Okay, hey,
those sheets ain't that much, man. It's only a couple dollars.
Hey, so what I just heard was Dynasty Vipers draft documentary coming soon. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go and get into Jordan's first take here on the Rumboyz Fantasy Network on Rumboyz After Dark. Go ahead, youngin.
So
everyone drink into your take.
So my draft night out was the same thing as just getting together at a house and absolutely getting plastered while drafting. And my brother, just because it's not really different.
Where are the parents?
Parents? No, dude. Don't. It's at my house. My parents are cool with it. All right, but
they pick up the booze for y'all, though, right? The parents go up and they
parents got the booze.
Oh yeah, but my brother's favorite quote is he goes, when you're doing a live draft, you got to take your time and make sure at the end of it you can look back and say that you fucked that draft. My brother went 3 straight years saying that before the draft, winning the championship. He went 3 straight fucking years against me.
I lost. That's a very interesting philosophy.
He doesn't. He writes down his top 100 on his phone notes. Types out every single name. Doesn't do a lick of research. And
that's my strategy.
Won 3 straight years.
Add the research though.
Beauty of fantasy football, right there.
Yeah. Luck plays a factor, and no one knows Lady Luck. She's mysterious.
Hold on. When you guys see Jordan's, like when you guys like really get to know Jordan, really get to like see his skill sets in terms of fantasy, you will realize how much the man really loves football.
I will vouch for that as well.
He's a wizard. I mean, good lord.
He's a powerful gnome.
DFS. That's where my draft night out goes. All right, you'll see the DFS content, and you'll understand what Robbie's talking about.
Coming soon to a network full of rum near you. Go ahead, Jay.
Oh yeah, similar to what most of the guys have said, and same thing with Dingus. We make a whole day out of it. We go golfing, or we'll we'll go skeet shooting or something like that. Before fuck you.
Skeet shooting.
Keep giving your take. Keep giving your take.
We go watch SpongeBob, and we go play on the bouncy house. No. We
ride the teacups.
Yeah. We make the whole day out of it. Yeah, I knew that was coming. So.
Yeah. It's okay.
And then we actually do a live auction. So we pay auctioneer to come to the house. We'll all get food. You know, everybody brings something. We usually do it at my house. I just come on, man. You know, North Carolina. You come, you always got a place to stay, Robbie. You know that. So
I'm coming over. We're getting barbecue. We're doing this.
Yeah, come on. You grill out. We'll play.
It's not official unless you have PD Pablo to be your auctioneer.
Well, that's the for hockey fans. That's the goal score song for the Hurricanes now. Every time they score a goal, they play "Raise Up" now. So
I wasn't ready for you to say that.
Yep.
Wait,
that's awesome.
In hockey, they play PD Pablo when they score.
Yep, every single time. Yep.
I'm just happy they know who he is.
Exactly. That's what I was like.
But then afterwards, we play poker.
He is a 2-hit wonder, right?
We play poker till about 2-3 in the morning. So
that's how you do it.
Grill some steaks, play some cornhole, some beer pong, and then we end the night playing poker.
That was the most North Carolina shit that it could have been. Hell yeah.
You're damn right.
That's true.
North Carolina, stand up.
Really quick. Hey, shout out to PD Pablo, man. My stepdad was locked up with PD Pablo, bro. Yeah, it was weird when I went on like that one jail visit.
Death Row Records.
Oh, God damn it, Justin. Spin. Wrap that out. Go.
Sup.
Give it to us quick.
I don't have much to say because none of my friends are that cool. You know what I mean? I don't have a league. I don't have a league where like everybody's here because I'm from New York, you know. So I have a home league where they do a live draft like every single year, but it hasn't happened like of late because everybody's different, you know, parts. But like, if there's a league where a bunch of people are in, like that I know from Texas, like down here, they'll come. You know, we'll all get together, just hang out, but like. Nothing's changed.
We're from New York. Part of New York.
Hold on.
Orange County. Okay. Orange County, the real OC.
Before I get into this next topic and I read this next topic where we start off with you, Sven, I just gotta say, Matt, I appreciate you for bringing up draft night out because you got what I did there with the topic. Okay. My draft night out is going to consist of hosting multiple drafts in one room at one brewery in Canton.
I guess I'll be there too.
Boom!
Yeah, that's
why a good plug right there.
That's why I'm saying this. I'll be there. Bogart's
I'll be there virtually.
Herms is gonna be there. Sven's gonna be there.
I'll be there on a video phone call.
Exactly.
Get him on a big
totally,
screen,
fan. We'll
bro.
totally get you on, bro.
Get him on the big screen.
We're gonna figure out a way. So
I'll be there.
Yeah, we're getting the big screen.
But no, that's how draft night out's gonna go down. If you guys are trying to host a draft or whatever the case, details coming very, very, very soon. Super excited. Draft night out. It's gonna be fucking insane.
What we did in SportsCon was pretty legit 2 years ago. It was at a Topgolf. We had the guys from the Ballers there. If you saw that show on HBO.
Yeah.
I was chilling, smoking with those dudes. Like, holy, it was awesome.
It's gonna be the exact same people running it. Let's go ahead, get into the next topic. Now it's time for where people start disagreeing. That was a nice little icebreaker. I'm glad that you all became motherfucking friends. Not gonna happen the rest of the episode.
I'm not Jordan's friend. Fuck him.
Is this the part where we start kicking?
Kicking and screaming.
And Jordan goes in on everybody.
Bro,
yeah. He does, 100%.
I love him.
Nah, Jordan knows I love him.
No,
Here we go.
We're good.
Is the Mac Jones hype warranted? Pause, just wait. Many are beginning to buy into the theory that the San Francisco 49ers could take return of the Mac with the third overall. Should the 49ers make this move or pivot? We start with Sven because we're going to make this 49er fan sitting at the top. Wait.
He's there chomping at the bit, too. He's ready to go.
I don't know. Number 3, I mean, you don't trade up, right? You don't trade up for like a lineman or like anyone else. Like, I feel like they are going to go quarterback. What? So 1 and 2, we know the Jets are going to take a quarterback. We know the Jags are taking a quarterback. Now, like, I don't know. It could be Mac Jones. It could be Trey Lance. It could be Justin Fields. I really don't. Honestly, I haven't done much research on the actual draft, so I really don't have much more to say. But I think they're going to go quarterback. Who they get, I don't know. Mac Jones is a hell of a quarterback. He played fantastic in college, but so did Jason White. So did Jamarcus Russell. You know what I mean? Like, so did Eric Crouch. Like, so did all of these guys. So, like, do you trade up for Mac Jones? I don't know. I don't. That's tough. Jay, I'm pushing it onto you, my man.
He's
He curved the fuck.
I'm not going to try to bullshit it. I can't because I can't. I just can't do it.
I appreciate that, actually.
Hey, I'm excited.
I'm here to drink too. I'm here to drink and hang out with you guys.
Hey, I'm excited for the office draft pick'em because that's like Sven's gonna be like like he's gonna submit his poll at the last minute, bro. He's gonna be like, all right, that's my draft.
How you do it though, bro?
Jay, go ahead, bro.
Yeah, I think they're going to wind up taking Mac Jones, and I'm not a huge college guy, so I don't know much more than what I read and what I watch on tape. But from everything that I've read, that Shanahan thinks he's got himself another Kirk Cousins. You know, somebody doesn't necessarily have as high as the ceiling as Justin Fields. I do think Justin Fields is the second best quarterback in this draft class, but I think he knows that this defense is good enough. He's got the weapons. If he can just have Mac Jones play decent enough, this team could easily win a Super Bowl. So I do think Mac Jones is going to be the call. Whether it's warranted or not, I don't know. I would personally take Fields there. Like it. But I think Mac Jones is going to be the guy.
Bro, you are so lucky that this isn't around the horn. That would have fucking lost you points right there. Yeah, you would have went in the negative.
You would have muted
Jordan.
you right there.
Yeah, Jordan. I'm kidding.
You're just hating because I'm wearing a damn.
So. With Mac Jones,
fuck the Blue Devils, dog. Go ahead, Jordan.
I do like that Torres jersey behind you, though.
Thank you, sir.
I am a Alabama fan, and Mac Jones is not the guy that people are making him out to be. But if I'm thinking in like Shanahan's side of it, where George Kittle's come out and called Shanahan a nerd, and the guy that just like feels like he's playing Madden in video games, and if you had to picture a Zoom video call with Mac Jones that's one-on-one or Justin Fields or Trey Lance, Mac Jones looks like the nerd that gets along with Shanahan really well. like think about it. Like, just if you're picturing just how they talk, how they act, like Justin Fields and Trey Lance are much cooler prospects. They seem more calm demeanor. Mac Jones seems like he just is a complete nerd. Like that picture of him smoking his cigar.
A DUI, you mean?
Yeah, two DUI.
Two. Not one, but two.
And the reason
he looks like he in the face. Like he would make a poor decision.
So
continue, Jordan. It's not your take yet, Bogart.
The hype with Mac Jones is not warranted. The hype is around who was with Mac Jones while he was quarterback at Alabama. He's an accurate passer. He got the ball to them being wide open, but it's not like that in the NFL. It just feels like you're taking Trubisky over the better prospects of Deshaun Watson and Patrick Mahomes, the 1-year starter and everything like that. And I actually have a meme for it. This is pretty much what it was for Mac Jones.
Oh, wait,
He had it on deck. He still had to get the ball to them.
Yeah. That's the reason why Mac Jones
Why
thrives.
Henry Ruggs short so little right there?
That's how they all wear it, though, B.
Hey, Lord, that's not the biggest concern in this picture, though.
Got no circulation in that bit.
Oh, shit,
Damn, Ruggs.
Oh shit.
All
right.
You wearing them tighty whitey like that.
Go ahead, Matt. Your take.
Well, I'm just impressed that Henry Ruggs was able to get into Jay's drawers to get that for him. So, shout out to Henry Ruggs on that. Now, Jordan, we're in a bit of a disagreement here. We're both Alabama fans. I'm of the opposite view of you there. I think Mac Jones is a better thrower of the ball than Tua was last year when we're comparing the two and throwing the ball. Mobility-wise, let's give Tua's the better athlete. Fields is a better athlete. Trey Lance is a better athlete. There's no denying any of that. Now, I think Mac Jones, the hype, I'm surprised it took this long to get that hype there. I really believe in his skill set. I believe he's a good quarterback. I believe he makes the right throws with anticipation and timing, which are things that are key in Shanahan-type offense. Now, on the flip side, unlike Tua had Henry Ruggs, Jerry Jeudy, he had Devontae Smith, he had Jalen Waddle for a full season. Mac Jones did this with just Devontae Smith and 4 games of Jalen Waddle, right? So,
and Harris.
We talk about the cast and Harris, of course. Well, Harris was there with Tua too. So
I'm just saying, this past year, yeah. Harris
so when we look at these, exactly. So when we look at these quarterbacks here, I don't think there's a bad quarterback. I think the top 5 quarterbacks are all good. You can interchange them however you believe. If you have Mac Jones as your number 2 quarterback or you have him as your number 5, I can see the argument either way. Now, my point is when I look at all the tape on all these quarterbacks, no matter who was on the field, they were on the side of the ball that had the most talent every single time. The only times when it wasn't true, Justin Fields against Alabama, Justin Fields possibly against Clemson, were the only time that his offense wasn't as good as the defense across from him, if you know what I'm saying. So for the most part, we haven't seen these quarterbacks really be tested in this last season because their offense
Justin
was more
Fields
talented.
went in on Clemson this year, right? Am I remembering that correctly? Okay.
He
went in on, yeah.
He showed in that Clemson game. I had some concerns. Like you see a lot of people hear about that first read, second read. That Clemson game erased all those doubts right there. As soon as I saw him, the way he rolled,
and it was
Clemson,
a big game. It was a big game.
And he balled out. And a lot of these rumors you hear about Justin Fields not being one of the guys or whatever you hear about that. Forget
Fugazi.
About that. It is. It's all smokescreen. The dude played with some broken ribs, for crying out loud. He came back out there. He's one of the first guys in the gym every single time. The Justin Fields hate needs to stop. Yeah. But the hype for Mac Jones is warranted, in my opinion.
Okay. Lawrence, Lord don't lose. Talk to him, pimp.
Yeah, so like Matt just said, out of all the 5 quarterbacks, you're gonna get 5 good quarterbacks. Just on the strength of numbers, that ain't gonna happen. Like somebody gonna end up being like Josh Rosen. And at the end of the day, you just kind of hope that it ain't the dude you rooting for.
Yeah, for real.
So about Mac Jones, I think it was Jordan who said that the hype is about the dudes that was around him. So this is the thing about Mac Jones. You get him with the 49ers, he gonna be solid. He gonna be okay. Like I don't think he's some game-breaking type of quarterback. Again, the 49ers made a Super Bowl with Jimmy Garoppolo.
Exactly.
They could do that with Mac Jones eventually. Like he's got that. I forgot where I read it. Somebody said that or seen it somebody said that Matt Jones was Jimmy G reincarnated, and I don't think that's that far off.
This
like,
would entail that Jimmy G died, and I would agree with this statement.
yeah, I mean, like, if you get Matt Jones and everything is perfect around him, then it could work. But he ain't finna just go up in there and put something on his back, put the team on his back like they expecting a Trevor Lawrence to do. Wherever if Mac Jones does go to the 49ers and Fields and Lance go to some of those other teams like the Lions or Panthers, even though they just got Darnold, some of those Broncos, they're going to be expected to put the team on their back. So Matt Jones could be cool if he's there with that coach in that system. You feel me? So that's my take on it. But the extra hype, I'm good on that.
I'm good
off that hype too,
though. Hey, Herms, and then we gonna get into these 49ers fans and let them make their case.
All right. So, I don't understand why it is that the 49ers would trade all the way up to 3 to get Mac Jones. Because, I mean, like, honestly, you could have gotten him lower than that. Like, it just doesn't make it. Like, if you're going to trade all the way up there for a dude that, like, honestly, like, I've seen a lot of people that would say, like, oh, I got, like, a second-round grade on him. I don't think that's ridiculous. You know what I mean? Like, and is that saying he's bad? No, because the second round of the NFL draft, you're still really fucking good. So it's just like, yeah, get that out of the way real quick. Boom. That's a first thing. But yeah, dude, I don't know, man. I mean, come on. Like, you look at the other people that are going to be available to them, because it's like Trevor Lawrence. I mean, unless for some reason, like, whoever's making the decision for Jacksonville has an aneurysm and picks someone else, it's going to be Trevor Lawrence going to Jacksonville. We can get that out of the way. Boom. Second pick with the Jets or whatever. They get Zach Wilson. Okay, probably that's going to be boom. So, like it's been said, Mac Jones, Justin Fields, Trey Lance. I don't know. Just thinking about what the 49ers could potentially do with the offense that they built with all like the, go gadget dudes running around doing all this fun shit. Having a guy with better legs would make more sense for what they have built with all of their other personnel on offense. So it's just like, what are you going to do? Get a guy built like me to come in, to play quarterback? Like, no, that's not going to make any sense. I mean, like, come on, like, no disrespect to Mac Jones, but he athletically compares to Herms. So it's just like, you gotta get a little creative with this shit. It's the modern NFL. And look at the other quarterbacks in their division that they have to go up against. I mean, the Russell Wilsons and the Kylers Murray of the world, like that's the type of shit they're going up against. So it's like you fight fire with fire. So like, yeah, I don't know. I just think that Fields and Lance makes more sense. It just does. It just does in like every way. So like, I'm good on this. I will say though, Mac Jones could be a very good professional quarterback. I'm not trying to besmirch the man's name, but just like it doesn't make sense for San Francisco at all.
A lot of quarterbacks could have been good.
People keep comparing him to Jimmy G, but it's like Shanahan.
We got Jimmy
RG3. Like Shanahan coached RG3 in Washington.
Yeah,
he was that rookie year, and what that offense did, won with Alfred Morris.
Here's the caveat: they didn't want him.
Alfred Morris was good though.
Alfred Morris, with the home run swing. Dude, I love that guy. Shout out Alfred Morris if you're watching.
Go ahead, Justin. Let's go ahead and let the 49er fans have it. I mean,
people keep saying like, oh, he's comparable to Jimmy G, who took him to a Super Bowl. Yeah, but they're moving on from Jimmy G. They're not trying to bring in Jimmy G 2.0. And like Herm said, you don't trade up for a dude who you could have got at 12. Like, why would you trade? Yeah, who may have fallen to you at 12, or even trade up to like another spot closer. But why 3 to get this dude who's you could have got further back? Like you had to give up a lot of capital to get that spot for someone that you could have traded and not given up so much. But then why would you move on from Jimmy G to get a guy who has a similar skill set? And people, he's accurate, blah, blah, blah. He didn't look accurate at his pro day when he was overthrowing receivers. Like, he looked like Jimmy G. And then you got Justin Fields, or I think that's who they're going with. He's mobile with the Shanahan offense. Like, that's a scary thing. Like, Shanahan's a smart person where he understands that he doesn't want to, like, you don't want to have to get a quarterback that's winning because of your game plan.
Academy, bro. He's already worked with him at that academy.
You don't want to have to win based off your game plan alone. Like, you want a quarterback you can put the game on his back if you need to.
Exactly.
Like, you don't want to have to coach your way to every victory. So
yeah, because how long will your defense be able to compensate, right? Like,
that's what I'm saying. Like, when you're like,
people are putting us with Mac Jones,
he could be good enough, but like you're saying, like he could be good enough because you realize the other quarterbacks are better. Right? We don't want good enough. Like, is anyone like, yeah, we could win with Mahomes, but I would rather have Goff.
No.
No.
All right.
Look at
Bogart.
I want Justin Fields, obviously, because I really want Trey Lance because we still have Jimmy. That way, Lance can sit for a cool minute. But that's not going to happen. So the likelihood is of what I would want is Justin Fields, right? Now, but for the life of me, everybody is saying, like I've even been praying, bro. Ask the Lord. He hears my prayers. You know what I'm saying? I'll be praying, don't get us Mac Jones, bro. Don't get us Mac Jones. Then I started really like, let me look. Why does everybody want us to get Mac Jones? Right? So then I started looking at, okay, he had all these weapons. Someone pointed it out, right? But one thing that people aren't noticing is that it's his ball placement. He's going to put the ball right where that receiver is going to go get it and then go yard. You know what I mean? He's phenomenal with the ball placement. You know what I mean? Even more better than the timing. Because if a defender's on, he's going to put it right in the range. So, and that's a plus. Shanahan will like that, right? Okay, so then I started looking some more. Oh, he came from Steve Sarkisian. It's a lot of pre-snap motions, a lot run first,
correct,
zone run even. You know what I mean? Everything's predicated off the play action. He knows this shit already. Like it's lightweight. And guess what? Guess who took over for Matt Ryan's dumbass, right? Because I always said Matt Ryan's not that smart, right? After Shanahan, they brought in Steve Sarkisian. And remember, you remember this, Lord? They were like, they kept some of the terminology the same for Matt Ryan's dumbass. You know what I mean?
Boston College is a good school.
I'm just saying that.
Hold up, man. Watch your mouth talk about that boy, Matt Ryan. Like,
no, when I
Eagles,
when I say dumbass, I mean the QB intelligence wise. You know what I mean?
No, I got you.
Yeah, because I think Matt, and going back to Mac Jones, I think he's a dumbass. You know what I mean? He required this system to fit in it. You know what I mean? He's a system fit. Those are his pros. That's it.
Okay.
Give me the high upside guy. You know what I mean?
Give me the
high upside guy.
Here's
Justin Fields.
So here's what I'm gonna say before we get into the next topic. We're actually gonna
rest that shoulder, bro. Rest that shoulder.
Dude.
Mac Jones isn't going to do too much help if he gets another DUI.
Exactly. Yeah. Anyways,
he likes the party.
But what I was gonna say,
I'm telling you, Shanahan though, bro. Shanahan sees those things, bro, and like I'm telling you, like he might be the guy to move up for a Mac Jones, and I'm trying to prepare myself for this shit, B.
Well, yeah, we understand that.
I do want to point out though, if you were considering Mac Jones, you got to take a close look at him, right? People are like, oh, he went to his pro day, not Justin Fields. They worked out Justin Fields privately, you know at the Quarterback Collective Academy. This is a top end QB prospect academy that Justin Fields and all the quarterbacks went to. And check this out, Justin Fields, the Wonderlic, they have their version of the Wonderlic. This motherfucker got the highest score ever out of 6,500 quarterbacks that have took this shit. Patrick Mahomes, he had the second highest at 108.
More than Ryan Fitzpatrick?
The highest is 130 at that academy. It's their version of the Wonderlic.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
At that specific academy is what he's saying.
And Shanahan's a quarterback. He's a coach at that academy. So him working him out privately a month ago was not considered tampering. And then guess what? A couple weeks later, we trade up. So I think like this, we got to get Justin Fields on.
Who was the best quarterback from the class last year? Like Justin Herbert?
Yeah,
right.
Well, Herbert,
you know what I mean? Like, I'm just saying though, like
Herbert had more to prove because
I got one more thing.
That's not even in the same conversation.
I'm just saying though, like your later guys, we don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
Burrow had the highest QBR record in college at LSU that year, 2019. He set the highest QBR record. You know who beat that record? Fucking Mac Jones. What the fuck?
Mac Jones.
I don't like that shit because that shit could help his cause, bro.
Well, are we counting last year as kind of like a little bit of an asterisk?
The media won't.
Right, exactly. They're not.
But that's not what we're talking about. But that's not what we're talking about. But that's not what we're talking about. So, with what we're talking about, right? Mac Jones, he's
record-setting Mac Jones.
See, that's somebody that realized that they're not. So what's happening there in that box? That's someone that realizes that they're not going to be able to exactly what he said. Actually, I mean, just use exactly what he said against them. Someone that's preparing themselves for not getting exactly what they want, so they're not going to hype up. They're not going to hype up somebody that if you go back 2 months from,
I told you what I want.
if you go back 2 months into this show, this motherfucker was not saying this shit.
Case, bro. You have to make a case.
Yeah, exactly, and that's fine. That's cool. Yeah, we get that. What I'm gonna say is,
I told you what I want. Realistically, what I think
they're gonna draft.
We know. We know. we know, Bogart. We get it. All right.
Give me money.
What I'm gonna say is, he's gonna be a system fit. I personally am not a fan of Mac Jones. I don't believe that I believe that he should be taken to Denver.
Did you have a beer with him?
I'd have a beer with a lot of people. Did
you take his keys from him when he had too many to drink?
Take his keys from him.
Would you take the keys from him and say, "Listen, bro, you had too many. You're not driving"?
I would do that for a lot of people. Like that's not.
Would you do it for Mac Jones?
You didn't say yes or no though. You push that question away, Robbie.
I think that's pretty telling, honestly.
Yeah,
because we're gonna need you to do that for us.
fuck Mac Jones.
There it is.
There we go. Like honestly, like
answer is no. He would not.
No, I would not. Like we're both gonna be fucked up. So what's the point of that question?
I'm gonna be Mac Jones' handler. Pause. I'm gonna be the guy's like, listen, Mac, I'm only here just to make sure you don't drive drunk. You're the quarterback of my Niners now, bro. Look at you. You're a mess, Mac.
Yeah, Bogart, you can't be trusted. He's gonna end up on shrooms.
Oh, God. All righty. The 49ers
Picture yourself throwing perfect games on acid before.
Shout out Doc Ellis if you're out there watching.
Hey, so the 49ers fans got to have their fun. We do have a Falcons fan here. I'm going to go ahead and switch this around really fast. We're going to cover the Falcons really fast, and we're going to get into our next topic. The Atlanta Falcons are a mystery at the 4 spot in the NFL draft. What do you predict they do at 4? Because this is like really like some crystal ball telling shit. If one of you guys get this right, I recommend you possibly clipping this for Instagram and Twitter content because you're going to like a fucking genius. Bogart.
I'm going to random fire mine.
Yeah.
What they're going to do is draft Justin Fields if my dumbass Niners don't draft him and they get dumbass Mac Jones. That's 1. 2, I see them. There's possibility of them trading back, and I think they wouldn't trade back far, and it would be with the Lions because the Lions got all the Rams capital. You know what I mean? So, like, if they wanted to move up to get whatever they want to get right there, you know what I mean? I think that's because I think they'll trade back. You know what I mean? A lot of people are saying they should get Kyle Pitts because of the 12 personnel correlation with Arthur Smith's system in Tennessee, etc. I couldn't call it because I just want Kyle Pitts to go elsewhere too. That's why I'm like, you know what I mean? Wow. It's more fun for fantasy. You know what I mean?
Justin,
I think that they're going to draft Trey Lance after the 49ers take Fields and sit him behind Matt Ryan.
That's fun.
Trey Lance Harbor.
Perms.
Okay, so predicting what they're going to do is kind of difficult because I think it would behoove them to trade the pick because, I mean, for as much as it would be
like great word, bro.
Look at it, dude.
Fun word. Everyone's saying one time. It's a fun word to say.
Oh, I love it.
It is a great time.
My English teacher in high school used to say it all the time.
Yeah, man. Shout out my 9th grade government teacher that used to just slip it in there all the time, and I was like, oh shit, that word reminds me of vacuums. I'm going to say that. So, like, I don't know.
Term they say right before you get fucked up.
Oh,
it would behoove you to, and then you just know you're about to get fucked up.
Oh shit, yo, dude, coming in with that energy. Shout out to
Mills. We got Hoove in the chat. It would be Hoove.
Yeah, boy. Yeah, but like I don't know. I think it would behoove them to move back because like for as much as we would like to see them take an offensive player to like help boost that shit, like bruh, they got an entire ass defense they got to build because like that shit ain't happening. Like they got a lot of stuff they got to fix in that area. So it's just like, is there anybody? Yeah, like, is there any defensive player that you would feel comfortable taking it for? I'm not entirely certain of that. So, like, yo, you could trade back a little bit and, like, I don't know, fucking, like, scoop up, like, fucking Micah Parsons or some shit. I don't know. Like, it could make some sense, but only if you trade back and do
Micah
that shit.
Parsons drop to 11, please.
Unless we, all rally behind Jay and make sure that he goes to the Giants. But, like, seriously, I mean, like, honestly, if they do go offense, it is probably, of course. See, I stick up for you. All these people picking on you. I got you, Jay. You're my boy. But, like, seriously, dude, I don't know.
I'm your dad, don't worry.
Thank you, Herms. You know we're boys.
Yeah, I got you.
No, he meant literally like you're his boy, like his son.
Yes, I am your father. But yeah,
he said his favorite team is the Giants, though.
Yeah, like the two things they could probably do are trade back, acquire defense, or if they are going to just stay there and address the offense, they got to find somebody to like sit behind Matt Ryan's ass at this point. Because I mean, like, he's getting older, and like QBs are playing later into their, late 30s, early 40s as of late. And like, he's the type of dude I feel like probably could, but at the same time, like, I don't know, man. Because like, when are they going to pick this high again? Who knows? So like, God, it's so difficult. I've heard rumors about Pitts. I don't really know if that makes a lot of sense. We'll see. But those are my thoughts.
Before we get into our Falcons fans comments here for tonight, really quick, how can you be dodging for months if you've only been on the app for like weeks? Chill, boy. Sit your little 22-year-old ass down. Go ahead, Lawrence.
Yeah, so as far as the trading back goes, that what I wanted them to do the whole time, because you figure, what I'm saying, you can move a couple spots back, because in reality, there's a player at every position that if the Falcons take them, it makes sense. Like if they take the tackle, it makes sense. If they take an edge rusher, it makes sense. Linebacker, corner, all that stuff, right? However,
quarterback,
so many needs.
Yeah,
so many needs. Why not get more picks? Right?
I saw on NBC Sports Edge earlier that they settled on a pick, so that could mean they either gonna really pick at the number 4 spot right there, or they got something that they sleeve to trade back. Now, this is why I said they should draft Kyle Pitts. Why? Because Micah Parsons or Patrick Surtain, they could be good players, but ain't now one of them gonna completely change that defense.
Nope. They're not generational, B.
So if you take Kyle Pitts, right, just try to outscore everybody.
There you go.
At it. They talking about how Dallas and Jerry Jones love Kyle Pitts, right? They're in the same predicament. They're in the same predicament with booty ass defense, right?
If they take Pitts, I'm gonna be
pissed. And they got your boy Dan Quinn over there too, so like
they finna get it up. Then they got the 2 DBs from Atlanta over there now, so they basically the Falcons defense now, right?
Which is shit.
A very logical move, of course. Yes.
So what I say is
Atlanta score even when they don't want to, though.
What I say is you're not going to completely change the Falcons' defense with whatever player you draft on defense. But if you take Kyle Pitts, you do change that offense, despite the fact that you already got Julio and Calvin Ridley. It just makes it even better for a guy like Matt Ryan when they get in the red area, because that's where they have problems.
Problemos.
They're good in between the 20. They start shaking in them knees when they get into the red zone. So a guy like Kyle Pitts could help that. Really, I'm good with damn near whatever. As long as they don't end up with Zach Wilson, which they're probably not, I'm good.
I love that you hate.
That's the Jets' mistake to make. So.
But that's Lawrence is one of those. He's always going to be consistent on his takes. He's always going to be consistent. Like, yo, I respect the fuck out of that, bro. Honestly,
that's why.
So look, if they took the tackle, Penny Sewell, I ain't gonna be mad. They move back a couple
hour. Just saying.
They get Micah Parsons. I ain't gonna be mad.
It's coming.
If they take a quarterback, I'm gonna be like, it ain't helping us right now, but it's whatever. Now if they get Justin Fields with another Georgia boy, I'm in there with that. I'm in there with that, baby.
Lord, please, Lord. See, you know what? I've been praying to you, Lord, that we don't get Mac Jones. He ain't hearing it. He's like, nah.
He's like, nah, he's going.
It could go anyway.
Hey, hold on.
God is the fucking
Garf, you got apology. Shit, you fucking talking out of
The
turn.
draft could surprise you.
You gotta wait for everyone's
if,
turn.
If the Falcons ended up with Mac Jones, you ain't gonna see me on Twitter for 2 weeks.
Yo,
if the Niners take Mac Jones, I'm headed to the other side of the country or the world, man.
I'm so happy. I'm really quick with that Mac Jones.
You said you are anyway.
So happy.
Yeah.
I'm so happy that all of you guys with the Mac Jones rumors now see how I felt as a Washington fan for like a month when they were projecting him to us. I was like, nope, Darisaw Slater. It's Darisaw Slater.
Oh, please, dear God, that would be amazing.
Go ahead, Matt. Go ahead,
I don't
Matt.
know, Tino.
So I'm with Lawrence here on this one. I'm thinking they're sitting at 4. They're not doing nothing drastic unless they see if Fields is there. They're running up there. They're grabbing him. If Fields goes to San Francisco, then I think what they do is they play the old Patriots game where they trade back multiple times. There's so many needs on Atlanta right now. So many needs all over. And if they do not love Trey Lance, they've got Matt Ryan in there who's probably got a good 2-3 years still left of serviceable time. I won't say it's going to be great, but serviceable. So what I think they do is they trade back a few times, accumulate some draft capital, and if you're trading back from 4, you're probably getting a first-round pick next year. So now you have 2 first-round picks, regardless of how your season goes. Then you can move back up and get a quarterback that you want. If you want a quarterback in next year's draft rather than, say, Trey Lance or Mac Jones, if those are the options there at 4, move back, get that capital, and then use it the next year and to get your quarterback.
There we go. Jordan, talk your shit, pimp.
So I don't see Atlanta staying at this pick because of what they did with Matt Ryan's contract specifically. This dude, if they decide to move on from him next year, it's $40 million in dead cap. So you're getting then the following year, it's another $15 million in dead cap.
Oh dear God.
Moving
so
on
they gotta wait 2 years to get rid of him.
It's exactly what Matt just said. It's exactly what Matt.
Yeah. So you're essentially gonna get they believe that he's got multiple years left with him. The offense has Calvin Ridley, great, young. Julio Jones is on the decline, but he's one of those athletes that will stay, good forever. They do need a third piece in that offense, just because it'll help the flow of it in the red zone specifically. But with Fontenot as the new GM over there and what they did with the Saints these past 4 or 5 years with how they built that defense just out of nowhere, I expect them to move back into the 12 to 13 range and find their way to Micah Parsons. I don't know how, don't know why, but Micah Parsons with Deion Jones paired together, athletically the most athletic linebacking core in the NFL. And then on a skilled position wise, this division, you need linebackers. Look over in Tampa Bay and Levante David and Devin White. That's what I think.
And there's a lot of y'all motherfuckers out there on the Twitterverse that be like, oh man, these guys, they're fantasy influencers. That was some analytical ass motherfucking takes that I just heard right there.
And Jordan,
can he be both?
Exactly.
Even further to that, if they're looking for that athletic linebacker, and even if Parsons goes, they can trade back again and get Owasu Koromoa out of Notre Dame if they want you. They have that joker. You can play safety. He can play in the box. He's basically another Deion Jones, literally.
Yep, bro. They can trade back. They can do so much shit. I love the corners in this draft. I'm in love with the corners in this draft. Caleb Farley.
I love J.C. Horn. That dude has.
I agree with
Wolf. Biased because of Virginia Tech.
They have a lot of gaps to fill, right? Because it's not just their linebackers; they need a lot filled.
Yeah.
Look at Tampa Bay. When you say look at Tampa Bay, it's not just great linebackers; they have a great pass rush as well. They have a great defense in general. So they're not competing to win a Super Bowl this year, and that's why I think that they could go for. We talk about this a generational.
That's not a bold prediction. That's a possibility.
This a generational quarterback draft, right? You don't see quarterbacks like the multiple quarterbacks. That's why I think if you want to wait till next year, you might not. Whatever draft pick you get, you might not have the opportunity to get a quarterback that you could get this year. And so I think that might be some of the pressure. And I actually think that they are eyeing Fields with the rumors the 49ers are looking at back.
Oh, God.
That maybe that's why they haven't traded back already. is because they hear
No,
49ers
no,
are.
you trade. You play this to the minute. You play this down to the minute.
Yeah,
The
well, I
49ers
hear that
trade bad.
At the end of the day, the
because
Falcons
when the 49ers
Go,
traded
go,
up,
go.
that's when the Falcons started being rumored to trade back. And then all of a sudden it's like, 49ers are eyeing Mac Jones at 3. All of a sudden they haven't traded back yet. So I think maybe they are trying to get a few.
Yeah, I mean, but you have to play everyone's smoke screen.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's purely a guessing game at this point for me, just based off the smoke screens and the rumors. And
we got to hear the gospel.
Yeah, let's go to Jay. Here on his say. We'll go to Jay and then Sven, and then we'll get into halftime. Really quick, that's not necessarily a bold prediction. The reason why is because that's pretty much mostly Twitter dominant logic. Like that. That's your take is what most people would say now. Now, what I would say would be a bold take is Ian Book. I would say Ian Book.
Kyle Trask will be the best quarterback in this.
Kyle Trask. That's a bold prediction. Kyle Trask, Ian Book. If you were to throw out those names, I'd be like, oh shit, bold prediction. Go ahead, Jay.
Kyle Trask, baby.
Ian Book.
So yeah, to echo what a bunch of guys have already said, I definitely think the best case scenario for the Falcons would be to trade back. If that doesn't happen, I think Penny Sewell makes a lot of sense. He can not only help them in the this team if they're trying to win now, shore up the offensive line. You don't win in the NFL if you don't have a good offensive line. So if they think Matt Ryan has a few years left, get Sewell. Arthur Smith loves to run the ball, help shore up the line to run the ball, whether it's Mike Davis or they draft somebody else. And then you're set for not only the next few years, you're good for the future as well. I do think the best case scenario would be to trade back for a Micah Parsons or a Surtain or somebody like that. But whether that happens, maybe Washington trades up, maybe Denver trades up, try to get, it all depends on what the draft starts at 3 because I think that Lawrence is locked in. I don't know why, but Zach Wilson is locked in at 2. And then we'll see what happens at 3. And then, if Mac Jones goes at 2, I think you're going to be seeing a ton of people trying to trade up for Justin Fields.
I'm excited for fucking first round pick'em brack'em for first round pick'ems. We're going to all do pick'ems and then we're going to score them.
Speaking of which, old over here, Jordan got a draft contest going on for charity. So just throw that out there.
I'm in.
Put that plug right there. That's some pro shit.
I appreciate you, Jay.
Yo.
Yeah, no, we got
right there.
Why they pay Jay the big bucks?
Yeah, fill out. I got it's a pinned tweet on my Twitter. Go fill that out, and then I send you over the Excel file to fill the mock draft out. I think Jay's already done it. It's not too difficult. Just make sure
I'll do mine. I'll do mine probably by tomorrow or Sunday. Go ahead, Sven.
So, everybody totally thinks that the Falcons should try. I guess they have to, right? Because like you said, let's be real. The Falcons aren't going to do anything this year, right? Regardless of who they draft. If they stay with the number 4 pick right now, they're probably going to have a top 5 pick next year. Easily top 10, right? But just like my man, the SportsMe ambassador up there said that who knows if these quarterbacks are going to be as talented as they are this year. There's a plethora of them. There's 5 that could literally go in the top 5 picks. It's ridiculous this year. So, but you got to also ask yourself, which teams are going to trade? Who's going to trade up? Denver, right? They have a possibility.
I think Washington could.
But New
England.
Falcons have just very standard draft, first, second, third, fourth. They do have 3, 5, fifth round picks. I'm just fifth, but I don't know. I think trading back, and I totally agree with everyone. And as Lawrence said, I agree with what you're said. Not just because you're a Falcons fan, you know what I mean? But I believe that if they take Sewell, okay. If they take Micah Part, they take the picks at that spot, defense, offensive line, it's going to help, yes. But Matt Ryan, they have to find a predecessor for Matt Ryan because he's not. It has to happen. If it doesn't happen this year, they're either going to go all in on free agency next year, or they're going to have to
Spencer Rattler.
They're going to have to draft a quarterback next year.
You can wait for a second. You can wait for Peyton's nephew to just pop off.
And again, they could also. I think trading back is not a terrible idea. Dak Prescott was drafted later in the NFL draft. Russell Wilson was drafted later on. Exactly. Russell Wilson was drafted to be the backup to Matt Flynn.
Is
Like,
this a
come on.
pro Kyle Trask take? Is that what you're saying?
I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying.
I'm playing.
But it's
You
the
know,
whole
but
point that we're wrong all the time about these.
I don't mind.
Exactly. We don't know. Like it's
Second,
crazy.
Okay.
Build the draft
Okay.
capital.
Hey,
I think the Falcons would do themselves a favor by building the draft capital because their defense needs so many holes. It's insane. It's the same. It's the same as the Cowboys right now. Like offenses, like Cowboys offense could be very good.
And
yes,
I might
we
be
know
a
that.
little bit biased when I say they're taking a quarterback because I did make a bet prior to the 49ers that they would take a quarterback. So.
All right, but I'm just like I think the smart thing to do would be, unless nobody's calling for that fourth pick. I mean, if nobody's going to call for that fourth pick, then sure. Like, but if the Falcons take a quarterback, that's going to screw. That's like, holy crap.
Yeah, 4. Who do you take right now?
So
if I'm the Falcons,
I'm picking at 4. So
3 quarterbacks are going 1, 2, 3. Right? Those I think those are facts.
Yes.
We don't know who. Well, we know
taking
Lawrence.
the quarterback not named Mac Jones.
If they take a quarterback, I think it'll be Trey Lance.
I love Trey Lance. I love Trey Lance.
Because here's the thing. Okay, I always had this theory on this show that history repeats itself. Everyone's like, well, history doesn't repeat itself in sports.
Sometimes it just rhymes.
Yeah. Sometimes no, it just happens. I think that Atlanta's probably looking at, we did the Matt Ryan thing. We tried to do the pocket passer shit. Let's bring some fire to the city. Let's bring some fire to the ATL.
Let's get a Michael Vick type.
Exactly. How about we get someone that can run and pass? Let's go get fucking Trey Lance.
But Lance doesn't have to run either, though. I mean, the guy's got a cannon.
He can, but
he can exactly. He can exactly. He can exactly.
He runs like a fucking gazelle, bro.
He ran for 1,200 yards.
So I think the Falcons control. Like, this could be huge for the Falcons right now.
I think they're gonna take Kyle Pitts.
If they're at 4,
I think they're gonna take Kyle Pitts because of the extra 2 years that you get in Matt Ryan. But if
that defense is going to be atrocious.
I mean, like, it's going to be Atlanta. It's going to be bad regardless.
Right? Exactly.
Like, this
Even
draft,
if they take Micah Parsons or a
crazy.
Yeah.
As much as people clown.
Hey, what's up, Matt? It looks like Matt wants to chime in. You can interrupt these guys.
I still think, like I said, I don't. If it's Fields or bust, it's Fields at the quarterback position, or they move back. Pitts is an option. There's 5 quarterbacks next year that I feel are almost as good as this group coming in. You've got Rattler, you've got Howell, you've got Slovis is in there. You've got
I don't know who any of these guys are.
Malik Willis. Malik Willis out of Liberty.
From Liberty.
He's another guy. Yeah, he's a good mobile quarterback. You'll hear his name coming up a little bit more as the process goes on. And then, of course, you've got Desmond Ritter out of Cincinnati.
Yeah.
You want a mobile quarterback who can throw the ball? If that's what they want, is a mobile quarterback, there's some options next year, and they can get what they need this year.
They're
I know they're going to pick in the top 10.
They're in the draft. Kellen Mond, not a first-round guy.
Facts.
So,
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? They could get, like, they need so much. Anything they do is like, oh, you good, you needed that.
No, Tino, I don't
The
want
thing is, we keep clowning Atlanta's defense, but like when they switched over, they got rid of Dan Quinn, they moved on for him, and Raheem Morris took over. They held that Chiefs team to what, 6?
So hold on. We got it in this session state. No, all good. This is what happens. This is a sports show. Hey, you guys want more takes on this? We'll be having more takes and more guests. We have plenty of shows throughout the week. Make sure you guys are going to be locked in with, my version's better.
We're in a SportsMe battle.
Yeah. SportsMe battles will be going down. The strike zone with Sven for all the baseball content. Like, we have a lot of shit going on, so you guys, the fantasy first rounders on Wednesdays, so you guys are able to get all this. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to get into a music video really quick. Y'all know how we got to do. We got to hold it down for the culture really fast. If you guys know artists that want to get their music out there, they want to get, their music videos played or displayed or whatever, have them shoot me a DM on Twitter or hit me up, Rumboyz Fantasy Network. The name of the channel, Rumboyz Fantasy Network at Gmail. They can submit their music videos there at Rumboyz Fantasy Network on Gmail, or just DM me on Twitter. Instagram is cool too, or TikTok or whatever is fine. Like, wherever they can reach me. But We're gonna take it to the DMV. We've been playing this one for about we're playing this one for about 2 weeks now. We're gonna play it for one more week, and we're gonna build up for some new submissions next week. This is the homie Blake G from Northern Virginia. Come with the Can Do track with the Can Do track. Make sure you guys check him out. He's gonna be having some work coming soon. So be on the lookout for that. Cheers to me. Cheers to you, all the Rump boys and girls. What to do? We'll see you after this quick commercial break.
Shots.
Let me tell you a little story. Once upon a time, there was a monkey knife fight.
And one day they met one team partners in the NFLPA.
It's a match made in the pits of a monkey knife fight.
And everyone lived happily ever after.
Are you listening? This is big.
What is a monkey knife fight?
You know, it's thing monkeys, knives, you get it. Fantasy sports is monkey knife fight. And monkey knife fight is fantasy sports.
Monkey Knife Fight is daily fantasy.
Monkey Knife Fight in the house.
I am Monkey Knife Fight. You are Monkey Knife Fight. We are all Monkey Knife Fight.
Monkey Knife Fight.
You have the NFLPA behind the company.
It's exciting for me to be a part of fantasy sports.
When I think of fantasy sports, I think of beating all my buddies year in and year out and being able to brag about it.
We're not just partners in it.
We're owners.
And it feels awesome to be an owner.
I challenge you to a monkey knife fight.
We've been saving you a seat at the table, Monkey Knife Fight.
Welcome to the one team and NFLPA family.
Monkey Knife Fight. Welcome to the family, Monkey Knife Fight.
Welcome to the game, Monkey Knife Fight.
Monkey Knife Fight!
I challenge you to a Monkey Knife Fight.
Monkey Knife Fight! Monkey Knife Fight, Monkey Knife Fight, Monkey Knife Fight, Monkey Knife.
Monkey Knife Fight, Monkey Knife Fight, Monkey Knife Fight, Monkey. Oh, God, it's so hard. It's so hard to do.
We got to get Gardner Minshew on the show.
Dude, we have to. We have to.
I just got off the phone with him.
I'll hit him up.
Seriously, what did the Ginsu say? What did he say?
He said, I have razor sharp swag.
He said mushrooms give me money.
He said, yes. He said mustache give me money. That's what he said.
I am. He said I am.
Money.
Florida man, give me money.
He is the Florida man, fucking Tiger King love child. After all, let's go ahead. Let's keep
Tiger
this show
King
rolling.
wishes he was.
Let's go ahead. Let's keep this show rolling really quick, real fast. Before we continue, you guys just heard heard from our sponsors, Monkey Knife Fight. But I want to remind you guys about SportsMe. I'm dropping another invite link in the chat. Even if you're not trying to
join the battlegrounds.
Yeah, if you're
the ground.
Yeah, even if you're not trying to hop on and give us points, give everybody points. Make an account. Sign up for the SportsMe app. Like I'm trying to, with the season coming up here, like I'm trying to really battle some people. Like with these projections of these picks, I'm really trying to get in some motherfuckers' feelings about this shit. I want the smoke. So let's go SportsMe app. Let's get into a great conversation.
I can't wait for
opinions exchanged.
Hey Rob, I can't wait for J-Love to hop on there with his draft predictions.
He should hop on there soon. I mean, he's hopped on there before, but he hasn't done that battle. He need to do that motherfucking battle. All raw.
Beebs,
right? Beebs in the trap.
I said, baby, oh, saying baby. I got carried away. It happens.
This is not a turn that I saw happening tonight. I'm just going to throw that out there.
Well, when you say Beebs, it's either baby or it's just like, is it too late now to say sorry? You know,
not gonna lie, that album.
We got to get a Herms video.
Yeah, Herms, I had no idea.
Herms is talented, man. Herms has sent me some stuff that he's done. He's very talented. So.
Herms, bro.
I appreciate you. I appreciate you. In my past life, before I yelled about sports, I was a musician in the DIY scene for about a decade. So that's my background.
Did you slap at the bass, man?
Nah, I mean I know how to, but I'm a get fiddle picker and a singer. That's what I do.
Slap at the bass, man.
Hey,
another time.
Slap at the bass.
I play a mean cowbell, man. I bring a mean cowbell, and I'm pretty sure Jay still plays the flute.
Oh fuck!
Yeah,
I play the viola.
Flute.
Let's go.
What's the viola?
It has higher strings than the violin.
Oh, that's dope. That's a horror movie shit.
Yeah,
I was in the orchestra. Fun
Fun
fact about me: I played the viola for like 9 years.
Yeah,
and
Don't do it, Sven. Don't send Bogart down this hole. We had to mute Bogart immediately right there.
No, that's all good. Maybe I'll bring it to Canton.
Fuck.
There we go.
Oh,
Yeah,
God, that's gonna be a great addition to the Rumboyz movie. By the way, guys, trailers coming soon.
What?
Yeah. By the way, trailers coming soon for the Rumboyz movie. Be on the lookout. The very first fantasy football movie to ever drop. Be on the lookout. It's coming to a YouTube channel near you.
Freddie Freeman.
I want to be that guy that says like one thing in the whole ass movie, but that's the one thing everybody says.
Right?
So if you can work me in there.
Silent Bob.
I mean, it's gonna be
Bob.
it's gonna happen. Like people don't even know that. They're not even gonna realize that they're gonna be in the movie. They're gonna know there's a movie coming. They're not gonna realize that they're in the movie. Like it's gonna be a thing. Let's go ahead and get into let's finish up these topics. Who wins the Carolina quarterback competition between Teddy Roosevelt and Sam Shovelface Darnold? Should they keep Teddy? And is Darnold an improvement?
Jordan is offended on that one.
We start with Sven.
Okay.
Oh. Okay. Didn't they say that Teddy could like ask for a trade? Right? Like was there some reports that came out that said that hey, Teddy, if you don't want to be in Carolina anymore, you could leave. I don't know. I feel like Teddy's been given a bunch of chances on different teams and still really hasn't performed. But then again, Sam Darnold also has been playing for Adam Gase, and his career hasn't really been that great. I want Sam. I don't know why, but I like Sam Darnold. I do not know why. There's something about him, but like, here's the thing: if Sam Darnold's a starting quarterback,
49% of Twitter. Good job. Yeah.
No. I'm just, but like, he's still young. I mean, yes, we always bring up the Ryan Tannehill comparison. Yeah, like Marshawn Lynch left Buffalo and he did great. Like, he did awesome in Seattle. Like, sometimes a change of scenery is a good thing. You know, you need that. He's played with Robbie Anderson, right? He's got DJ Moore. He's got Christian McCaffrey behind him. Yeah. Like, it's like, are you kidding me? So if he does not perform well and is the starting quarterback this year, I know that's not really the question, but like then that's it. I don't think that's it. Like,
if I tried,
but I could see Sam Darnold eking out. I could see Sam Darnold being the starter week 1. I could also see Teddy Bridgewater. I don't even think it's going to be on Carolina. I do not see him being on Carolina.
Let's let everyone else eat.
I dig that vibe though.
I get where you're going. I get what you're saying. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
I don't know. I think it changes scenery is good. You know, obviously it works for some quarterbacks, like staying on the same team for 20 years. But
here we go. Now we get the take. All right,
there we go. Patty wanted to get in.
Jay got the secret weapon.
You never know when a dog pops up on Rumboyz After Dark. Go ahead, Jay.
So yeah, I agree with Sven. I don't think Teddy
that dog is bigger than you.
She's huge, dude. She's a lazy ass too, but that's another story for another day. I agree with Sven. I don't think Teddy Bridgewater is going to be on this team. You don't give that type of draft capital up. You don't take that extension next year if he's not going to be the guy. So, I think they're taking a chance. I like Teddy Bridgewater. He's got more heart than most of the quarterbacks in this league, but he's not the guy that's going to take a team on his back and take them to that next level. I think he's just a guy. Unfortunately, it's not his fault. Injuries he's dealt with. I think he can be a serviceable quarterback, but he's not going to take a team to the promised land. He's not going to be the guy to throw a team on his back. I think he'd fit well in San Francisco, Denver, where he doesn't have to be the guy. I think Dalton. Wow.
Whoa.
Sorry, they look the same. All the white guys look the same.
Yeah,
so it's hard. I get mixed up a little bit. So.
You're not wrong. Crappy quarterback.
So Darnold, I think he's got the upside, but he's also got that rock bottom floor. So I like the move, and I think that the reason they made this move, they knew Atlanta wasn't going to give him that pick at 4. There's no way, even if Fields fell to 4, Atlanta was not going to trade with Carolina. They're not going to trade in the division and let them get Justin Fields. So I think this is the best case scenario. I think they were going to go after Watson. I think they were going to, before all this legal stuff happened with Watson, I really thought they were going to wind up with him. So I think this was plan C for Carolina, and they're all in on Darnold.
Jordan, you get to defend your team.
Before Jordan,
let's take a meme at the blah blah blah. Let's take a look at the meme in the background.
There's baseball news.
Fade back like Thanos does.
For all you baseball fans out there, Joe Musgrove has a no-hitter going against the Rangers in the bottom of the 8th. I know Hearns will appreciate that, and for all you other baseball fans,
I'm a baseball fan as well. So.
He only 90 pitches, only 10 Ks. I mean, this dude's mowing him down. Dude. Oh, my Lord. Musgrove is throwing fire, dude. And he's on the Pirates, Rumboyz Pirates. It ties in.
A no-hitter's good.
I don't have Musgrove in fantasy.
It's quite good.
Damn.
Yeah. Go ahead, Matt. Go ahead, Jordan.
So, first off, Teddy Bridgewater won't be on our team soon. And if he is, it's because the Denver Broncos were able to find their quarterback, and every single team found their quarterback. And he will be traded once the season actually gets going along, and one of these quarterbacks on a team like, say, Pittsburgh has Big Ben go down, and he's missing 4 to 6 weeks. And it's like, okay, we need a guy that can come in, manage the game, get the ball to the weapons, and do what he needs to do. That's Teddy Bridgewater. The Panthers lost, I'm counting it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games, 7, 8 games with Teddy Bridgewater at the helm where we lost by one possession.
The former president, Teddy Roosevelt.
And
Teddy
6
Two
of
Gloves.
those games, we had the ball last.
Teddy Two Gloves.
The guy couldn't win the game when we needed him to. He had his chance in Carolina with weapons. I know he didn't have McCaffrey the whole year, but he had his chance. Matt Rule Tepper's over it. Tepper wants to win. He's tired of doing this whole losing thing that we've done the last 2-3 years since he's bought in the team.
They don't like losing?
Nope, we're not.
Really?
We're over that shit.
Damn. Okay. Well, that's news to me.
So, anywho, Sam Darnold will be the starting quarterback, and as a Panthers fan, I'm just going to let this shit wait and see. People compare it to the Tannehill situation. People compare it to people switching teams. Screw that. I would rather just watch it on the field because I have no idea whether Sam Darnold's got it up here. He's shown a little bit of throws that with the Jets.
He has a big-ass dome, though. He has a really big head. You know what I mean?
And at the end of the day, it's like Joe Brady is probably in the best position where if he makes this guy look remotely good, just 20 touchdowns. If he gets to 20 with this team and these weapons, then he's going to get a head coaching job for as whatever amount of money he possibly wants. And that's who, if I'm anybody on the Panthers, I'm rooting for Joe Brady to go get the head coaching job because I think he is one of those minds in football that are going to be great offensively. And for the Cincinnati Bengals, I see the Bengals football up there and Justin's shelf. The Bengals would be the team that I think ends up getting Joe Brady for that Brady-Burrow connection.
I dig the vibe.
Okay. Sorry, I was answering a dynasty question. I made our writer hot takes FF fucking run this trade. So this motherfucker just cashed out right when we were talking Darnold. This trade got sent to him. This is what happens when you listen to our show. You learn how to fucking cash in and cash out. Hot Takes got Sam Darnold, Laviska, a 2021 112 and a 2021 212. Four, sending out AJ Green, Julio Jones, and Zeke. You only lost Zeke, realistically.
Damn.
And Julio.
If his team's a contender.
Julio and Zeke for maybe 5 games.
Was he a contender?
Do that to Zeke.
He's in his mind. He's saying in his mind. He's
what
saying.
What were the picks again? You said it was 112 and what?
A 112 and a 212.
The 212 is not tantalizing at all. Like,
see,
that's
the
way
thing
back.
is, if his team's in a position to win, if his team's in a position to win, I don't like that trade.
There's more context needed here.
He says in his opinion, in his opinion, he wasn't going to win this year or next anyways.
That's perfect then. That's fine.
Yeah.
That's a good trade. On the other side, if that dude got Zeke and Julio for this 1 year, let's go win a ship. That's cool too. Like those two guys are like, hey, next year they'll be fantasy relevant.
Supposed to be. You're not supposed to. I hate guys that try to beat you over. Bend you over with a trade. It worked for both teams.
Needs for needs.
Exactly.
You got to make it equitable, and also the whole point about the context being needed,
equitable.
Equitable, dude. It's got to be equitable for everybody.
Hearn stole my boy Laviska from me in the startup that we were in together too.
That is true. Good times.
Let's go ahead. Let's get into Matt's take.
Well, let's first off, Teddy Bridgewater's gone. He'll be gone, and the team will save at least $1,000 a year on football gloves. So that's the first bonus right there. The second thing, Sam Darnold is actually still younger than Joe Burrow. Okay, so let's give some respect to Sam Darnold. He's never had anything working around him. You guys kind of mentioned earlier he's reunited with Robbie Anderson, which there was some chemistry in New York with him. Now you throw in.
Shout out to my man, the string bean.
Christian McCaffrey's there, and you get DJ Moore there. There's nothing to say, and I think Carolina needs to address the corner position probably more than anything, or the left tackle. They got Mooten there on the right tackle, but left tackle.
Just signed a corner.
We just got AJ Bouye.
Booyah, that was a huge addition.
That's
But
a really good addition.
At
That's
age,
my boy. Look at me with the puns.
Hold on.
That's
Hold
my
on.
boy.
What you did there?
Hold on.
What you did
Wait,
there, Herm?
wait. All left tackles are falling.
He'll be
to
here all
Washington
night.
in
No, we're
some
taking
way or
Slater.
another.
Slater
what?
at 8.
Jordan, you're not taking Slater,
Well-
and I'm not letting it happen.
But here's the thing: you've got Sam Darnold there for a reason now. Now you can take best player available. You want to go out and you want to get yourself J.C. Horn, who I think is the best corner. You pump him in there. You want to get Slater. Maybe Sewell drops. Who knows how these quarterbacks push players back? I think Slater's better than Sewell, depending on what you're looking for, because Slater can play inside and outside. So depending on what you're looking for, that's an option. And here's a crazy thought: you know what? You lost Curtis Samuel. You know what? Maybe let's try and put Jalen Waddle in there. And give ourselves that jet set faction.
I thought about
I'm okay
Chase.
with that. I'm okay with that.
I love
Chase isn't going to make it.
As of this moment on this show, Washington is trading up for Slater. It's gonna happen, okay? It's
I want to see it. I really want to see that happen.
Washington has a better chance
Rangers,
trading up
Dodgers
for Trey Lance.
Yeah. All right, Herms.
Stop it. Stop. No.
But like I said, this is a fantastic move, in my opinion, for Sam Darnold. You've already got yourself a proven quarterback. Is he one of the top elite quarterbacks right now? No, but you know what you're getting in him. You're not taking the risk that you would be with a Mac Jones. You're not taking the risk that some may feel about Trey Lance and Justin Fields. You already know. If you can get Sam Darnold away from ghosts and whatnot, you've got yourself a good quarterback moving forward. I don't know what the market is in Carolina. Jay, can you tell me? Like, I know Carolina's an old kind of
$17.
Is there a lot of haunted houses around the stadium? That's the key. Is there a lot of haunted houses around the stadium?
There actually are pretty scary haunted houses out in the country. So I will say, as long as it stays away from that,
might see those ghosts.
like people come from other states to go to these other haunted
Ja
houses.
Rule is the exorcist, bro.
Wait,
I know.
let
So-
that man, hey,
You mean
after a
you,
joke like
Boomer?
that, you just gotta let that man.
That Ja Rule.
This is something we're not talking about.
Oh shit!
This needs to be talked about more about the Sam Darnold going to Carolina. This haunted houses in the Carolinas here. This could be a big factor.
You're not wrong.
There's a green screen inbound. Don't worry, I got an idea.
This is the hard hitting analysis people tune in for after dark. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's exactly accurate.
Let's go. Hey, cheers to Matt with the comedy. This is why you bring comedy on this show.
No, this
Matt-
is accurate. It's just so.
Are we
happens
doing
to
a
be
shot? Is that what you're
comedy
saying?
Oh, I'm down to do a
Yeah,
shot.
pour up.
All right, I have one poured.
Batter up.
Bad dude, batter up, nice.
Batter up.
I got
Sunday.
to batter up.
Every Sunday.
Wait, is this a Nelly reference?
No.
No,
Oh wow!
It's like
Nice.
dilly dilly. But it's like
It's dilly.
I got you. Don't worry.
Yeah.
I was a Nelly
It's
dude.
for
No,
Sid's
we
show
had
every Sunday at 6 Eastern PM. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, which I'm
Yeah,
going to
yeah,
test on sometime in the near future. We've been talking. So.
Nelly also had
Yeah.
a song called Bad.
Oh hell yeah, Jay, you definitely gonna be on.
Hold on.
100%.
Before I take
no
the
one
shot.
ever disrespect Nelly.
Before I take the shot.
Saint
Hey,
Lunatics.
I'm playing.
I gotta show y'all. I wish y'all could see this angle because
I don't
this is
have
how
no Air
I-
Force Ones.
This is how I'm gonna be whooping all y'all's ass in can. Kobe,
Give me 2 pair.
let's go. Let's
You know
go.
you missed that, Robbie.
we
Don't
talking
lie.
here?
You know I
30,
can see that.
40,
You know you missed that.
Did you hear that hit the bottom of the can? That's how
I heard that hit the side of the
You
can.
watching this game, Herms?
Nah.
Jay?
Hey,
No?
cheers to me. Cheers to you, all the rump boys and girls. What it do? Dilly Herms. Get us what you take, my dude.
Oh my god. Okay, honestly, I spaced out for a little bit, but I caught a lot of what was being said, and it was like really smart. So it's just okay. I'm gonna try and roll with it, and also like props to the jokes, man. You know, like that's my lane, Matt. Man, come on, what are you doing? But no, seriously, that was good shit.
Stop in your lane is what you're saying, right?
I say a lot of things about a lot of stuff, but yo, so straight up, when it comes to the Bridgewater versus the Darnold, my whole thing is just like, bro, like, I don't know, like Teddy Bridgewater, very, very talented player, but you know, all those years ago, he didn't ask for his fucking leg to be destroyed. It is what it is. You know what I mean? So it's like, he ain't the guy he used to be, you know, because like this motherfucker was a Pro Bowler with the Vikings that one year. You know what I mean? Like, oh my God, like, but like, you know, and like, dude, and like, fuck, like, that was a good team, man, but like, I don't know. So it's just like, but we're sitting here in 2021. It is what it is. We've seen it. It's like, yeah, he's serviceable. It's cool, but like, you know, clearly, I mean, the Panthers made the move for a reason. They were looking into getting a quarterback the entire time. They've been pretty public about it. And like, you know, it was briefly mentioned before, but I really want to highlight the fact that the Panthers were smart enough to find a way to bring in somebody who, has a lot of talent, still has potential inside of them, and they kept their first round pick to do it. I mean, like, oh my God, because like every other scenario they were working with, they would have had to give up that pick. And like, God, they have so many options. They can do so many different things, and I think it's fantastic. Really, just wanted to hammer that point home because, like, dude, oh my gosh. Also, shout out Jordan over there with the meme shit. Because like, yo, man, if Joe Brady could be the Ghostbuster.
This is the Ghostbusters, right?
Yeah,
you got the Ghostbusters over here. Don't worry.
Yeah, if there's the group of people that could be in there Ghostbusted. I mean, like he has a crew around him to work with if Darnold's gonna pop off. And like just to add on to the point about like, oh, he's still young or whatever. Like, yeah, it's true. This man's only 23. He's only a year older than both Zach Wilson and Justin Fields, if I recall. So I mean, like there's a little bit of that going on as well. I'm not gonna get too hyped on that because it's like like that's already been said a lot, and I'm also not even gonna say the Tannehill thing, even though I kind of just did by saying that I wasn't gonna say the Tannehill thing. But whatever, that's how shit works. I'm rolling with it. It is what it is. And if we're going to look at like, oh, who's going to be, oh shit, this is scary. Okay. I'm going to pause to just evaluate. That's very concerning. You may want to call a plumber.
These guys.
We shouldn't be allowed to have green screens.
Oh man. No, but
pretty sure that's Sam Darnold trying to get out the toilet.
No, but seriously though, I mean, like when comparing Bridgewater against Darnold, like we're looking at two dudes that have had unfortunate circumstances dictate their entire careers. So it's really, really difficult to say one way or the other. But at least with Bridgewater, it was due to like a concrete fact of an injury occurring that has made him a different player. Whereas Sam Darnold, all the things that we are applying to his potential and whatnot are all speculative at this point. So, like, I don't know, man. I'm just saying, like, we got to give this dude a chance, because when he was coming out of school, Sam Darnold was really, really highly thought of. And the age in which he came out, too, it stood to reason that it was going to take time for him to develop anyhow.
Guy couldn't even buy a lottery ticket.
And then he went to the Jets.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's like literally like the worst case scenario for a guy his age.
If you don't want to succeed, you go to the Jets, right? Is that like
very true? That's how this works. You're from New York, you understand?
If I'm hearing it,
Jets play in Jersey. All right.
If I were to take, what I love, if you guys haven't checked, out Herm's Terms, I know just about your take really quick. If you guys haven't checked out Herm's Terms podcast, what I do at Herm's Terms is I take it, I'll listen to it, and then I put it in like Robbie's thought process. I'll take Herm's Terms and I break it down into my thought process. And what I just heard is that the universe blessed Sam Darnold with a better position. Sam Darnold lit the sage. He was like, I'm done with mono. And he saves himself, and then he realigned his chakras, and then here comes Carolina, a much better situation. Let's go to Justin.
All right, so
yeah, dude.
I mean, I don't think Teddy Bridgewater are going to be there, so I think that that's just going to be his job, right? But a couple of things I want to touch on that I've heard, I keep hearing narratives of, right? Like the narrative that he's younger than Joe Burrow. So is my neighbor's son. It doesn't mean he's a quarterback in the NFL.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
I mean, there's a lot of people younger than Joe Burrow, but I mean, it doesn't mean that you get to be an NFL quarterback. The fact that he's had X amount of offensive coordinators in his career, and that's the reason why he's bad. That's true. All of it true. But also, he's bad. That's the key point in that statement. Okay, if he's bad, I don't care why you're bad. You're bad. Like, that's a great point. There's reasons why you're bad that contribut to this, but that makes you bad. Doesn't make you a great quarterback because now you have a fourth offensive coordinator.
Justin, you have to clarify. He's not Michael Jackson bad. Like, we like that bad.
Yeah.
I said ass.
He's like trash can bad.
No,
like,
but then also I'm not just a fucking Sam Darnold hater either though, because like all that being said,
Jesus Christ,
he's moving into a much better position than he had, better offensive line, better quarterback, all of that. But
The helicopter
Nice.
speed.
Did you see that play, Jay? Jay, did you watch that play?
I didn't see it yet,
he's
no.
got a better offensive line, better running back behind him, better wide receivers. So that's all great. He should do better. Like, he might even be a top 20 quarterback this year. So that'd be awesome.
Chris Wanke. Chris Wanke was like 40 when he was drafted, right? Same with Whedon.
Yeah,
I think
Chris
was actually
Chris
65
Winky, we're
years
saying
old.
bad words on this show now? Oh, Lord. Oh.
I mean, to be fair, that mono
Winker.
year with Darnold, he went 7-6. By the way, Robbie.
Yeah, he
He
did.
had a winning record with the Jets
went
with
crazy.
mono. So
Nice.
don't hate on the mono.
I wipe my ass.
The Mono T1000, as I like to call it, because I
Oh,
refer
yeah.
to him as
I don't
Sam
use toilet
Darnold
paper. I use
But I wipe my own ass.
Schwarzenegger. He's Darnold Schwarzenegger, bro. He's the Terminator, bro. And listen, hold on. All jokes aside, the moment that Carolina made the trade for Sam Darnold, bro. And matter of fact, I called this last week's After Dark. You remember that, Herms? I said, watch Sam
dude.
Darnold go there. You remember that shit?
Yes,
So check
sir.
it out. When he went to this shit, when Carolina traded for him, they did more in that instant than New York Jets organization ever did for Sam Darnold in his whole existence there. In
That's
that
facts.
moment, just trading for him.
Bro.
He has a better run game. He's better O-line. He has hella weapons, right?
Better
Now
everything.
Really
better
quick,
everything, bro.
really quick. Like
And
you
hold on, I have
guys-
one more thing. I have
Go
one
ahead,
more
go
thing and I'm done.
Go
Matt
pee, Herm.
Rule, my cousin John Rule, right? This motherfucker was
My
the
cousin.
other front runner to get the Jets job, bruh. And then they gave it to Adam Gase, bruh. He was the other front runner. So that means he was already prepared to deal with the Terminator. You know what I mean? Let alone a year later after his rookie head coaching debut, he goes and trades for the man on a good deal. Let's
Dude.
go.
I mean, so really quick, I gotta say, how you predicted this last week. Like, we have to have a
Why
compilation.
you need to tune in
Hold
to
on, hold
Rumboyz
on.
After Dark?
Exactly.
You
Oh
have to
yeah.
tune in.
Well, no, you have to tune in like a lot of our content. Like, we need a compilation of all like the 2020 shit and like now of
I
just
call
you
shit
and me.
all day.
Bro, you and me will just be back and forth, back and forth, back and
What
forth.
we do, bro?
Dude, and you can literally go clip by clip by clip. It's scary. It's so scary. Yo, speaking of scary.
Joe Musgrove is going out in the bottom of the ninth.
I
with a
hate,
perfect
He's
game.
about
With
to
a
set a
no-hitter.
record.
With a no-hitter. He's got one more inning to do this, and then he completes it.
Dude, if he does a no-hitter, I'm
gonna keep you guys posted. Don't
I
I
hope
got it.
there's a
I
home
literally
run.
I got it next to me. I also got the
He's
Reds.
gonna- He's
I
gonna
also
get
got
a
the
good
Reds.
card in MLB the show. I'll tell you that.
When
And you
Netflix
play,
showing it,
you
I'm
play
gonna
MLB
throw it
the
in
show.
background.
Yeah, I
Yo.
hope he strikes two people out and then a dude hits a home.
Jay, for real though, like if you could
Who's
coordinate
covering
a
this
cast,
game? I'm gonna
Jay,
throw it on.
Hold on, Jay, for real. If you could throw
Never mind, I'm on
together
my I can't figure this out.
if you could throw together a cast with like you and just nothing but Red Cup boys, like we need to get the Red Cup solo boys on the Rumboyz
I'm in
Network.
there. I'm in there. Yes, sir. Because I can't talk about what's in there, but there's something in there.
He said I can't talk about what's.
He got the sauce.
What did I miss? I had to pee.
2 more outs.
You good? You good?
No,
You
nothing.
good? Hey,
Bullet to
So-
second base.
Bogart ranting pretty much. is what you
let's
got.
go ahead. Let's go ahead and get in some more fun topics. We got a couple more topics here on the show sheet. Before we get off air.
I'm waiting for this one.
Which one?
Well, if you're going in order.
I have no idea what the topics are.
The NFL has lax jersey restrictions to where players have a variety of numbers of which they can choose from, of course, ranging in certain order. Many players like Stephon Diggs has said fans paid damn good money for number 14. So he's keeping it, right? Do you care if your favorite player changes their jersey number or not? Or will you be getting the new additions of players that change their jerseys? I know AJ Brown, our homie, friend of the show, he's already said he's looking at number 1. Like, let's just talk about this. Bogart ran away, so Justin,
Don't worry, I'm ready. Yeah, so I don't know if you guys saw this, but George Kittle said he wants to change his number to number 11 now, which is Brandon Ayuk's number. and then Brandon Ayuk chimed in the discussion on Twitter, and then George Kittle is like, "How about whoever gets the most yards after catch this year gets number 11?"
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't care what happens. I'm buying a Brandon Ayuk number 11 jersey, and then I'm gonna get a custom made George Kittle number 11 jersey. I'm all about this. I'm like, sure, let them wear whatever number they want. It doesn't matter. Like, what do these numbers really matter at the end of the day? They don't. It's just a rule they came up with a long time ago, and they continue to enforce it. So, yeah, wear whatever fucking number you want, and I'll buy the jersey because it's awesome.
Amen to that. Hey, really quick, shout out to Miles.
One more out.
Comment. And shout out to Ian, friend of the show, because yeah, you're right. Like that motherfucker. Hey, that is the only person I know that is as superstitious as I am. And we're just like, like it's bad.
Who,
it's
me?
Bad.
Okay.
Well,
good.
yeah, you're up. No,
I'm crazy.
Oh no, it literally goes you, me, and then Ian.
Yeah, I'm the most for sure.
Yeah, like we're like so fucking
Right,
bad.
like-
It's like terrible, bro.
I didn't cut my hair for 4 months because it was working for me in fantasy. I was like, you know what? We're not even in playoffs, but I'm in playoff. I got the playoff beard.
Hey,
it's working.
Go ahead, Matt. Talk your shit.
This game is ridiculous.
First off, if we were able to have these lax numbers back in the day, Reggie Bush would still be playing and be on his way to the Hall of Fame with that number 5. Let's get that straight off the get-go.
Ladies and gentlemen,
And
this
he
is Mambo
completes
number 5.
Sorry, shit.
Matt.
We're supposed to go to Herms, but we go to Matt.
Oh, you know what? We'll go to Herms. We'll come back.
No, go ahead, Matt. Go ahead. Finish.
He
you
completed
good,
the
dude?
no-hitter, Joe Musgrove. No-hitter.
Oh my God!
Full 9 innings. Holy crap.
My lord.
Is
My
that
lord.
history?
That's it.
Is
No,
that
it's not
Technically.
history, but I mean, it's not easy. It's not easy.
No,
Yeah,
I know,
it's
but
not
I mean,
Yeah.
has anyone ever pitched a no hitter like 9 innings?
Yeah.
It only happens
I am
maybe
the
once or
baseball
twice a year.
dummy.
I mean, it's a big deal.
That's
You
right,
know,
you are.
it's not quite
That's right.
perfect
I'm
game
the
shit,
baseball
but it's
dummy.
still a
One of the
big
hardest
deal.
things to do in sports. to be honest
We'll
with
talk about it on
100%.
Sunday on
Now,
said show.
That's
Go ahead,
awesome.
Matt. Go ahead, Matt. Go ahead and finish.
All right, my bad.
So here's my big picture. I don't care what number they wear. I agree with that. You want to wear whatever number, I'm cool with that. But guess what? I probably won't go purchase jerseys. I don't like to purchase jerseys of players who are currently in the league. I like to get the old school guys. You know, the guys who I know their jersey is going to be the same because it's been that jersey. They have that jersey. You know it's not going to change. So you don't have to go buy 2 jerseys. So you're not running around a Brandon Ayuk number 11 and a Brandon Ayuk number 82 if he loses the jersey to Kittle on this bet.
Oh,
Yeah.
Now saying that, I got mad respect for Stephon Diggs for considering the fans. I would like to see. I could care less what jersey he goes to, but just because he said that, I will try and track down. If I can track down a Stephon Diggs number 14 signed jersey, I will put myself through a table, Buffalo Bills Mafia style.
let's go. Wait.
I'll chip in for that jersey.
You
I
light
will
it
chip
on
in for that
fire.
jersey.
Will you light the table on fire?
Like a swanton bomb, like off like the top rope or something.
Like the
If you
hard
light it
point.
on
I'll probably
fire, you
jump-
can just jump
Right?
on it.
Like
Yeah, I'll probably just jump off a truck or something to get some. My vertical is like
Light
this.
it
So
on
it's
fire.
more.
But you're
it's
in
more like a
Canada,
tuck
so you
and
gotta
roll.
jump off like a moose or something like that, right?
Hey, the fact that
Dude,
he's doing this,
light
the fact
the
that he's
moose
doing
them
on
this-
mooses.
fire.
Them
The
mooses
fact
are
that-
like 12 feet tall, man.
caribous or moose?
Hey, really quick, Matt.
Caribou is different.
Matt, because
Caribous are like bigger than mooses, aren't they?
hold on, fellas.
Mises.
Y'all are weird. Y'all are doing some weird shit right now.
I don't know.
What?
What's
We're
the
talking
plural
about the
for
animal
moose?
kingdom, bro.
Well, Matt, really quick, because you enjoy throwbacks, I gotta recommend in your collection that Warren Moon, bro. That
I got the Warren Moon.
From the
You do?
Canada joint.
There you go. Yeah,
He got it
There's-
already.
I
don't have
got
to play
the
it.
Warren
Don't
Moon.
worry.
Are you
Houston.
No, from the
effing kidding me?
Bro, I
CFL?
gave away a Warren Moon baby blue autographed Houston jersey.
Tyler Naquin just
2
hit
months
another
ago.
damn home run.
I love myself some
Fucking
Warren Moon
kidding
because
me.
Warren
Are
Moon
you
came up
serious?
through my neck of the woods here. He was up playing about, let's call it 4.5, 5 hours north of me with the Edmonton Eskimos back
And
before
that's
he
when
made his
said that.
move.
He was the
Oh
first
my
5,000 yard
God.
passer. I learned that on this
Yeah.
trivial game we were on.
Yeah, you put those numbers together, man. He put up some serious passing yards between the CFL and the NFL, and he got mad disrespected by the NFL not being able to play quarterback when he wanted to come in. But yeah, you got it. Because Stephon Diggs decided to keep his jersey number and put it out there to the fans, if I can track down a Diggs 14 signed jersey, I'll put myself through tables for that, man.
Let's go. Fucking, you heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. Herms, how do you feel about this topic?
Oh, geez. I mean, when it comes to of the 99 problems that I possess, this is not one of them. Like, I do not give a single solitary shit what anybody fucking like. It's a number for fuck's sake. Like, I don't care, dude. Like, fucking do you?
If you're a collector, you care. Like, if you're a collector, you care. You know.
No,
like,
I'm a collector.
You spend $150 to $200 on a jersey. You care.
No, but here's my attitude about buying jerseys and shit, though. You know what I mean? Because I'm about to speak out of both sides of my mouth. Because there are some jerseys that I have that I'm just like, I'm so hyped on the player, I'm gonna get it now. But for the most part, like, maybe not quite what Matt said, but I'm kind of similar. Where it's like, if I'm gonna buy a jersey for somebody like on one of my favorite teams, like, I kind of have like a range in my head of just like, I want them to have been with this team for X number of years. You know, like, established with this type of shit. You know what I mean? Like,
be polarizing.
Yeah, like.
Oh, well, okay. Well, if you want me to be polarizing, then I could.
You get the jersey, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, hey, I'm a Niner. I could always show up wearing the Joe Montana, and motherfuckers I don't know are gonna give me props when they see me. You know what I mean?
Heck, yeah,
You don't want to get a Redskins Haskins jersey just for a year later for it to.
You're a dick.
Football team.
You're a dick. You didn't even have to do that. You didn't even have to
Yeah,
go.
he
wears it to the strip club.
I'm saying because they changed their name to the Washington Football Team. You know.
You know what?
True, yeah. But like, of course, but like
nostalgia.
But yeah, I mean, like, I don't know, but you know, like, yeah, because like, I mean, like, living around the DC area or whatever, like, you know, like buying an Alexander Ovechkin jersey, I mean, like, you're pretty safe with that. You know what I mean? Like, if he ever changed his number from the gray 8, I feel like the world would explode. You know, so it's just like, I don't know, like, if you're gonna be like shopping for that shit, like, fucking do whatever. And like, honestly, well, we will not hear this, but like, you know, when it comes to like, you know, your own shopping preferences or whatever, it's just like, honestly, I mean, like, do you know what I mean? Like, if you're willing to get another one, do whatever. But you know, it's like, I get the cost part of it and everything, but like, I don't know. Shit, I'm getting lost.
Like,
what's wrong?
Like, it'd be horrible if like Kobe Bryant changed his number or something. You know, like.
He did that.
Oh wait, yeah.
So,
that
bottom line is when we talk about these jerseys and jersey sales, I'm cheap. I'm the cheapest person I know. I got as many kids as Antonio Cromartie and Philip Rivers. I have to watch my budget. So if I'm going to get a jersey, it's going to be an old school jersey.
You're my cousin.
Exactly.
We got the quickest release in the game. It's not even our baddest offensive line.
Putting Genghis Khan to shame.
So for starters,
Genghis Khan had like 40 children.
I'm definitely excited.
Close.
I think the
Very
jersey
close.
number change is something that's cool. Like watching these players, you know, have their former numbers. In terms of like what jerseys I'm looking forward to even buy, because I think you guys have touched on why you like the new number change. But I would be excited to buy the kids I went to high school with. Like I've seen Calvin Ridley wear number 3 when he was in high school, and Jerry Jeudy wear number 4, and like watching them on the field.
That's high school.
Our
Hey, Jordan, how's bragging camp
core
going,
was-
by the way?
Huh?
How's bragging camp going, by the way?
I don't know, dude. Jay, how's short camp going?
Yeah, Jay, how the fuck is
You
open yourself up to that one.
so we can drop you off at daycare in the morning.
Are you really that short, Jay?
Do your feet hit the floor when you sit in the
I'm
chair?
5'7", like I'm not like a midget. But I'm not tall.
We've got other things to discuss.
But anyways,
Here's your sippy cup, Jordan.
5'7"
Isn't
and no one
it past
gets
your
on me.
bedtime, by the way?
bro, my mom said I got till midnight. But anyways,
You want to watch Paw Patrol?
I don't.
It's
I
not a
don't
week
buy
night.
Carolina
It's
Panthers
awesome, bro.
jerseys
I
because
look every day with my son.
the last 2 Panthers jerseys I
Patrol's
bought
really good. It's got a
were
good
Cam
story
Newton and Luke Kuechly, and I just don't anymore. I'm just nope. I'm not putting that curse on McCaffrey.
You
I'm
can
not
still
putting
wear
that
the
curse on
Kuechly,
nobody.
though. Like him, yeah, but
But he retired early after getting hit.
You can wear
and
that
realized-
Kuechly though.
I can still wear Cam too. I don't give a shit. Like Cam Newton brought us to a fucking
I would
Super
wear the
Bowl.
Cam shit off.
Hey, really quick. Hold on.
Rex Grossman brought the team to a Super Bowl too.
Hey, am I fucked up? Am I fucked up as like a person just to want to make these two draft next to each other? Like I want to put them right at like 7 and 8.
Me and Jay.
Yeah, I just want to watch this.
Dude, me and Jay will just snipe each other that whole draft.
100%.
We have pretty similar opinions.
But at the same time, I'm
that means they're gonna always be okay with who they get. They'll be like, "Oh, you got him? Okay, I'll get him then." You know what I mean?
No, I'm gonna watch them. I'm gonna make them sit next to each other simultaneously.
I'll kick him straight in the nuts.
Exactly.
It'll be like this. I'll be looking down at him.
Yeah, Jay said he'll punch you straight in the nuts.
Yep.
Yeah, no. Well, he's got to step on a stool.
Wolfman doesn't have nuts.
And I repeat, I am
get a permission slip to go to Canton, by the way, Jordan? Like, you have to get your mom to sign off before you're allowed to go?
Oh, yeah.
No, don't worry.
Going to me again.
Don't worry. His dad
He's
signed
chaperoning.
the permission slip. I made sure, okay? I made sure.
How old are you, Jordan?
His mom
I'm
chaperoning.
23. People just know.
12 years
Jordan,
old.
bro.
Hey,
If
if
we had the Beebs on here, you'd be a grandpa. All right.
Yeah.
So, like,
It's nothing but love.
One time when I was in middle school, they did a trip to the zoo, and I didn't get my permission slip signed, and I was actually at school while everybody else was on a field trip. And I'll tell you what, that's just fucking weird, dude. That's just fucking weird.
Why did everyone get quiet when he says some depressing shit? Let's get into the next topic.
Because I speak softly and carry a big stick.
We're gonna skip how y'all feel, okay?
no, that's fine because I have no feelings
Cool, I
about
guess-
changing
I guess
jersey
me-
numbers. I
I
don't give a
don't
crap.
care about
I don't give a
unless
shit.
we're trying to win
Oh,
a
man, either.
management's contest.
Hey,
Spin,
listen,
but
we're gonna-
does CD Lamb change from 88?
Oh, dude,
I
already
don't
got
care.
This. Yeah, I got you.
Put up
There you go.
numbers. I
got
don't give a
this
shit.
picture.
Oh,
Perfect.
wait, hold
Where
on.
the has
Wait,
powers, bro.
pause the whole show. When we talk about the Rumboyz Fantasy Network movie, when we talk about the Rumboyz movie, this is what it's going to look like. Go ahead. Yeah.
Hey,
It's gonna look like Matt with a green screen behind him.
that looks like Dingus holding me in the carrier, to be honest.
Baby Carlos and Jay. It's literally me.
Hey,
It's literally me holding fucking Jay. Bogart's like holding his tooth somehow, and Justin like
This is an old one, but
I don't know about
look
y'all,
at
but
when I
cannot
turn
wait
my
for
camera off.
Canton's gonna be fucking lit, dude. Especially we hit up that karaoke joint. We have to make that happen. We have to make that happen.
if anybody wants to go to a pod with upside, here's a good promo.
There you go.
Shit. Wait, here it is. Hold
I
on.
don't know what's happening.
It's Eagle Dan carrying Jay.
Is he fucking Eagle Dan carrying fucking Jay, bro?
Hey, and Bogart, to
Rob,
answer your
this is like
question,
my first thing I
Slim?
made on this show.
that was the first no hitter in Padres
Oh wait,
history.
hold on. Yeah,
There it
yeah.
is.
Really?
There it is. History.
Yeah, this meme
Let's
lives
go.
on. This meme
Let's
lives
go.
on. Hey,
History.
let's go ahead, keep it rolling.
Historic.
So, win the category of IDP.
His story. You see what I did
Motherfucker,
there? His
chill.
story.
Silent night.
So, when the category of IDP is brought up for fantasy football purposes, many get apprehensive, if you will. What ways do you think could help make this format a little bit more popular? Just to add a little bit more context before we start with Sven, we saw PPR grow from standard. We saw Superflex grow from single QB. So we've seen this before. What can help this become a more profitable product? Sven.
What, fantasy football?
God damn it.
IDP.
IDP.
Oh,
I
IDP.
got
I
you.
didn't
I
hear
got
it in
you,
the
Robbie.
beginning.
The
I'll tell you
insane
exactly.
clown posse.
I've got you. I'll tell you exactly what will make IDP.
Hey, start us off, my man. I don't do many IDPs at all. I do a league. I commission a league where it's only one IDP, just to add a little bit of fun. You know, like I want to get more involved in it because then it adds more. Like you're not just drafting that defensive team. You're drafting like, oh shit, like Devin White just had a pick 6. You know, like it's fun to root for both sides of the ball now because you're adding. Like you're already watching the game. Let's be real, right? You're already watching the game.
That's
you're
fair.
already red zoning it
You
up.
might as well have skin in all facets. You might as well
Exactly.
not
So it's like shit, you know, like I'm gonna draft it. Like it's just I've never done a full blown IDP league though, but I'm all in. I will totally do that.
You better get ready.
I'm all for it. Let's do it.
Go ahead, Jay.
You know what's going to make IDP go to the masses? Absolutely nothing, because it's never going to happen. Ever.
What?
Ever going to happen.
Wait, you sound like the person.
Who this man?
You sound.
I'm just telling you. I think it's got.
You sound like
Nice
the person
reference,
that
Herms.
said, you sound like the person that said you're gonna make the cell phone this small, and then it happened.
Well, I got.
First of all, IDP is not the cell phone. Let's be real.
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying, like, it's definitely the people that love IDP, and it's kind of neat.
Hey, good for you.
And, like, I played in a full on IDP before, and honestly, man,
you guys don't have flip phones?
It's okay, but it's just
My father-in-law
it's
does.
never gonna hit the masses. I really don't think so.
Jordan.
Like
So the next big thing is going to be DFS, Robbie. But IDP,
it is a big thing though.
No, it's
go
big.
ahead and say
I'm
you
saying,
agree
like,
with Jordan. Go ahead. Say
IDP
it.
is just not. It's just
Say
not
it, Jordan.
popular because defensive players just don't really. For the casual fan won't know who's good for IDP formats. The first thing to fix for IDP.
So it's wrong to make people smart. So you're saying it's wrong to make people smart.
No, I'm going to say this.
There's
In
just a
IDP
lot of dumb
format,
people. That's all.
Hey,
Nice
and
pitch.
find a set scoring. How's that for IDP?
So we're working on that. We're making
That's important because like every single league, it's like let's give and essentially going let's give points per carry and shit like that. That's what IDP feels like to me. Where there's different stats for
you
different
gotta
leagues.
see the IDP 1, 2, 3 scoring. Come on.
Return yards.
Yeah,
like
just like shit
snap
like that.
counts.
It's like, come on. Like they just need if they get a standardized scoring and people start using it, yes, it's going to get more popular. But
I mean, there
until
is,
then-
but I get what you're saying. I get it.
Matt.
So I am an IDP truther.
Let's
Just about
go!
just about every league I play in that I prefer to play in has an IDP. Now I get in some expert leagues and stuff like that they don't do the IDP thing and whatever. That's fair game. But I do think that the IDP side of thing, the scoring gets a little complicated at times. I like it because I like the customizable scoring system. I like knowing that defensive tackles, we can put a premium on them because they don't get as many tackles as a linebacker, but I want my D tackle to be as valuable to my team as anything else. Just like on the wide receiver, on offense, we do that with 0.25 per carry leagues. We do that half PPR, however we want. What the hell is half PPR? That's going to be the stupidest thing ever.
I fucking hate that shit.
Half point.
It's like 1 foot in, 1 foot out.
Tiered
1 foot.
PPR is the stupidest thing ever.
You got half a point PPR. So half a point per point per, it makes no sense. The wording does not make sense in half point PPR. It doesn't make sense, but that's not
the scoring.
I digress.
Redundant.
I digress on that. I think if you're not playing IDP, you need to be playing because it's exciting. You Sven kind of mentioned there. Now you got someone to root on both sides of the ball. You're watching the game. You're always going to be involved, no matter what. Tackles, half tackles, and then guess what? Come Thursday, now you're shitting bricks because scoring changes can come out of nowhere on a full tackle being switched to a half a tackle or whatever that looks like. Man, it's crazy. You got to get into it. It's like the next evolution, but I don't know. Like Jay said, I don't know if we get there with the masses because it's not simple for everyone. It's not. We've kind of watched us grow from that standard league. I know guys, the OGs of our community, the Bob Harrises, the Paul Charchians, these guys, but they've evolved. We got
They played touchdown only to start out with.
Yeah, it was crazy. I remember this kind of stuff. I remember getting the newspaper, doing the stats, and sending them out. That's how we used to roll back in the day.
I didn't start with the newspapers, but I started back in the day where Yahoo didn't update the scores until the next day. Like there was no such thing as live scoring.
How old are you guys?
I'm not sure I was alive back then. I'll be honest.
You were not.
So that has evolved, but you've got guys like this now have taken vampire leagues, guillotine leagues. There's so many different leagues out there that you can pick and choose what you empire leagues. Those things are crazy,
I don't even know
man.
what those are. I don't even know what any of those are.
That's the next evolution, but you got to get people up to there, right? DFS will be the next thing. It's already there. With gambling becoming legalized state to state to state, it's going to take off.
It makes $7 billion a year in the world.
Not in Texas.
But
in the world,
to get
it's a $7 billion.
Who would have thought that Washington and Texas would agree on something?
Jeez, it's awful.
But to get that IDP to the masses, it has to come down to almost like breaking it back down to build it back up. It's almost getting that IDP to that standard league, and then we can get it to PPR after. But you have to bring it down to the simplest form, get everyone into that, and then bring it up. Whether you, like Sven said, he's got one league where they have one player on there. Maybe you know what? We got a league, a standard league, PPR, whatever you want. But let's throw in 3 IDP players. whatever that looks like. I'm in leagues where D tackles and stuff, but one defensive line, one linebacker, one corner.
Right, exactly. Narrow it down.
Or three defensive players total and go from there. Let people kind of build their, you get a little taste of something, you want a little bit more of something. You know what I'm saying? Hey, guess what? Hey, your first IDP league's free. Here you go. And all of a sudden, next, boom, you got him right there in the alley.
Damn, I love Matt. Matt gave my take on this. Herms.
All right. Well, so I'm going to use an analogy, but bear with me. It will make sense. So when a really popular idea comes up or whatever, and you want to facilitate change within, I'm using the government as an example or whatever, and you have a piece of legislation that you want to pass, it's very important for you to be able to present it with enough quality rhetoric around it so that way your ideas are being conveyed. You have to sell people on your idea, and you have to make sure that enough people buy into that idea to the point where that shit will pass. What I feel like a lot of people are really bad at doing is just because it took me a really long time to convert my home league from redraft only even into a keeper league, because for years we were just like, okay, well, what's the keeper thing like? And we would just be like, I don't know. Look it up. It'll make sense, blah, blah. And that's all the explanation we would give. You have to formulate your argument. You have to understand exactly. It's like, okay, if I'm going to introduce, doing IDP, it's just like, you have to know the system ahead of time. You have to have you have to fully flesh the idea before you bring it to the table and do all that. And even just zooming out and looking at it just from because I spoke just now, just proposing it to one league, but if we're going to bring it to the masses in general, I feel like the people within that community that really like it, and I'm not saying this is a criticism of any individual, but just generally speaking, hey, we want this thing that we really enjoy doing to become more popular. How can we better explain it to people so that way when we come to the table and be like, hey, yo, check out this thing that we do, it makes sense, it's clear and concise, and that way people can absorb that information and be like, yes, I fuck with that, or no, I don't fuck with that, instead of just being in this constantly ambiguous situation of being like, I kind of get it, but what about this? What about that? You have to get the messaging straight before you even try. That would be the biggest tip there.
So pretty much having someone almost champion it, and then multiple people kind of, okay, I see what you're saying. I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. Justin?
If you want to bring that bill to the floor, you gotta get the words right. You gotta market that shit.
I like how you be talking that Washington D.C. White House shit. Like,
bro,
listen, you want to get it on the floor, bro. You know what I mean?
The DMV knows this shit.
I'm dressed for it.
Let's go.
Clock for president.
So I think you got a difficult path, right? Because you look at offensive players, you look at defensive players and household names, right? There's a lot more on the offensive side than there is the defensive side. So for your casual players, it's not as sexy of a concept as without doing it. But there are defensive players that are household names that people know and love too. So maybe you start out small. And like you said, you draw them into this to start with one or two.
You build the market. Players. You build the market for it.
Because people grabbing a Khalil Mack, right? And it's these high end players, and then people start oh man, they start doing more research on this. When they see well, this dude who I don't even know his name outscored this guy who's a big name player, and they start looking into it and they start doing more research, and next thing you know, you have multiple IDP positions in your league because people are more open to the idea once they have that knowledge. But without that, and without the household names of those players, it's going to be hard. And I mean, a lot of it is content creators too, right? Like when you're listening to podcasts, there's not a lot of the big names to talk about IDP.
No one's advocating. The big names are advocating.
Yeah. Right, exactly. So
shout out to the hustler, bro.
Yeah, but also to be fair,
you're gonna have your turn. This is set up. This is set up for that.
Also, to be fair, though, a lot of these big name dudes echo from what they hear from all the people they follow of the lower name dudes, right? They've gotten to that platform, and now they're at a point where they're getting their information from the ground level, like us smaller podcasts that are out here grinding, talking to making content, and they see who starts getting more popular. And then they start echoing what they see is working, right? So, I mean, that's what we need to do if we want that to be the thing. But I also agree that DFS is the future, man. I think people are so
It's
like
the now.
we got TikTok, right? Yeah, the now we got TikTok, we got all
Jordan
these people
told
want
you.
instant gratification.
I made more
Like
money on
DFS
daily
is that, right?
fantasy
Let's
than
draft every week.
season
Like
long.
everyone
Every
loves
year.
draft week, so let's do it every week.
That's where
Bogart.
my content goes.
Hey, coming soon.
Yeah,
Coming
Washington legalize DFS.
soon. Yeah. Bogart.
What's the exact question?
IDP,
All
do you
right.
like it?
IDP, yes. Okay, IDP is awesome.
How do you how do you make IDP?
I feel like to make it popular, right? Listen, the way you make it popular is you get the advocates, because IDP is like the cool kids on the block for real. You know what I mean? Like everybody's fantasy enthusiast, but if you have IDP in your holster, bro, you'd be like, "Did you play IDP? You don't?
You down with IDP? Yeah, you know me.
You know what I mean?
Just like, gotta
IDP
market
is
it. You know,
like-
gotta.
It kind of.
Yeah,
you gotta turn your
here's
shirt
the
backwards.
thing,
if
though.
you wanna
Here's the
say
thing.
It gives you a flex.
It's a
It gives you a
joint.
flex.
It's a joint that's been around just as long. For modern day fantasy football, this motherfucker has existed, and it's just because people don't want to have less an edge when you are casual enthusiast. You know what I mean? So here's my take. I just wanted to dress up my take real quick. My take is that there's two worlds, bro. It's the IDPs and not. So when you bring them over, there will be several sheep to get slaughtered, but the ones that stay are the shepherds, bro. Because you know what I'm saying, they want to lead the joints. You know what I mean? My bad. I know the Lord's not here still, but you know what I mean. I got a little Lord residue isms. You know what I mean?
So I got my Bible right here.
That's the Lord.
There it is.
So
Right.
good.
Oh
And
my
see-
gosh.
And I will say though, right? I don't remember the exact question whether we're supposed to like
You
motivate
answered
them
it.
to
You
it,
already
right?
answered it.
No,
Yeah.
but to it or not,
Yeah.
right? Because I'm gonna say if you love fantasy football the way you love it, if you're not willing to cross over, don't do that, because this is for the big dogs. And you know what I'm saying? I'm keeping it 100. This is for the big dogs.
To all the
You know what I
killers
mean?
and the $100 billers.
Bro,
That's what we do.
This is for the top hat, bigger riggers.
As much as I
You know what
talk
mean?
junk about IDP, I did win the only IDP league I was in this year. So
There
I just
you
wanna
go.
throw
Talk
out there.
that
So-
shit.
Flex
I
on
won.
him. There you
I
go.
won.
Look at that. See,
Every
IDP
league I made, I've won.
This-
I'm so glad there's so many humble people here right now.
I got second to last place in the one I was in.
Listen, the main
I've won everyone
IDP
I've
league
been in.
I'm in, right? Okay, now I'll leave it off on one more note. It's all about the scoring format too. If you're trying to sell non-IDP enthusiasts to crossover, you have to sell them on the scoring format, because it's a touchdown every time you get a sack, B. It's a motherfucking touchdown every time you get a pick. Like, you want this shit. Then also at the
You have
same
to make
time,
them
you're
want it.
Valuable
You have to make them
offensive
want it.
players.
You have to make it
Yeah.
value. Okay.
yes,
All
you
right,
have to add the
let's
value.
go ahead. Let's go ahead and keep it continuing really quick. We're gonna actually just do one more question for tonight.
What up,
This is the
Plug?
last question.
How many questions do we got?
I don't know.
One more.
Okay.
I don't have the
I
outline.
was say we don't leave it. We're going the full mile.
So what I want to know is what the many in the fantasy community probably want to know is, what's your sneaky flex play in fantasy this year? The guy who's ADP, you're just hoping to continue to keep falling, or their ADP is probably already there in those late rounds, and you're just waiting to get them. I'm gonna go ahead and give two. And we're just gonna go rapid fire around. I'm gonna say for running back, or I'm gonna say for a receiver, I'm gonna go Julio Jones. And running back, I'm gonna go Josh
As
Jacobs.
a flex,
because you can get
Julio was like
Yeah, I know.
103 years old, though. Like,
Yeah,
I know, but I mean, like,
Who
fourth
cares?
Yeah,
round,
like he's going to
right now.
fall
Like
because
a
people are going to
fourth round,
overreact
fifth
to what
round.
happened with the injuries last year. Like it's a good pick.
me
Yeah, man,
every year.
Listen to the question.
Atlanta drives me.
Listen to the question.
Yes.
Who you think that they can fall, or like this is something like your sneaky flex. Like I told Justin, David Montgomery, I don't think that's your sneaky flex.
All right. I want to preference this.
Oh,
by
you mean
saying-
like flex, not like position flex?
Give me some damn
flex.
flexes. Like, give me some real flexes. Like some real flexes that people could actually use.
I got you.
Okay.
Oh, I got it.
I'm gonna say this. I want to preface this by saying, like, once the draft happens, ADPs are gonna go all over the place. But right now, I'm gonna say, I really like T. Higgins.
Okay,
like
boom.
T. Higgins, bro.
Justin.
Woo!
Hey, so I got one running back, one wide receiver. The running back is David Montgomery because he's ranked lower as a running back than Julio Jones is as a wide receiver. So he's a flex. And he's going in a flex spot where he can be a running back 3. Wide receiver, I'm going with Brandon Cooks because the man cannot get respect. He cannot get respect. I don't know why, but he can't get respect.
Throwing him the ball, bro. Don't
No,
do it.
leave that be. No, that's a good. I'm okay, Justin. I know what you're doing, and we'll talk about it later on the show.
He's trying to get. He's.
No.
I know.
I'll
wait till after.
No, I respect the fuck out that take. I legit.
He's still going wide receiver 34 right now.
Of course he is.
But he's continuously produced.
Cooks is, according to the NFCC, Brandon Cooks is going 104 overall.
Yo, dude. Hey, Cooks eats, bro.
Ridiculous.
But no one eats with Tyrod Taylor.
Yeah, but he'll eat more than that. I guarantee it.
We literally don't know what's going to happen in 2021. Like,
and last
same
year
way we're doing this without knowing at the draft stands, right? That's why I'm saying T. Higgins.
Oh yeah. I like T. Higgins was my other one, Bogart. But like, and with Brandon Cooks, like fucking last year, it's like he got concussions.
Justin, you've been beating that drum. You're remaining consistent. There's nothing wrong with that. I have nothing.
That's what we do. We stay consistent, bro.
Man, I'm like Nick Cannon over here on the drum line.
There you go.
Wow. What a movie.
That was a good movie.
It was a pretty good movie, though.
Orlando Jones.
Oh shit, that's funny.
Arms.
My man can't catch a pass in the replacements. You know what I mean?
That'll roll.
It's a stick on.
Hot hands hanging.
The 7-Up guy, bro.
Herbs, go ahead.
Yes, that is me. Okay, so I'm gonna give you like an actual flex position, dude, and a flex position because, like, I mean, like, they're. I got 2 names really.
Gotcha.
Dude, I'm assuming, just based off of team needs, that the Titans are going to address the wide receiver position at some point in the draft. But if they don't do it too high, my man Josh Reynolds could be an incredibly good value. I mean, like, there is ample opportunity, and I know that, like, there's the whole philosophy around, like, well, what is the true value of the vacated targets? You know, all that shit. Like, it is very complicated. It really depends on who is coming in to replace the person who left. If, you know, player A walks in similarly to player B, then, like, sure, that could be valuable. If they're different, then, like, yeah, it's useless and it'll go elsewhere. But I think Reynolds replacing Corey Davis could be very good. I think that would be interesting, and that's a guy that I'm really looking forward to. Honorary mention Jeff Wilson, but, like, the second guy I really wanted to throw out there, Gerald Everett with the Seahawks. I've been doing a lot of research into tight ends, you know, because y'all saw the little table that I did in terms of, if you followed me on Twitter, you saw that research that I did. I'm diving into the tight end position. I'm really trying to figure out how to make sense of everything. And based off of some of the early shit that I've done, like, Gerald Everett is looking more and more like a target that could pay off because of the people around him, the opportunity that presents itself. And keep in mind, like, the year before last was like the lowest number of targets that Russell Wilson had ever thrown to the tight end position. But for the most part, if you look back at historical Seahawks data, they throw around 100+ times to the tight end position.
That was Derek Bevel.
No, I understand that for sure. I get that 100%. But, like, you know, but no, and that's a perfectly fair thing to throw out. But at the same time, you know, it's like Russell Wilson has a connection with that position, and it's been very difficult for him working with these guys because, like, they've done, like, tight end by committee. We don't really talk about those all the time, but they do exist, you know. So, you know, this is the most talented guy he's probably ever had to work with, and I say that because Jimmy Graham, at his age that he came over, just gotta throw that out there. I'm not slandering Jimmy Graham's name, but, like, either way, I could go on forever about it. But, like, Gerald Everett finds himself in a very unique opportunity.
I like that you went different and you made people think outside the box with that one. That's why I wanted you to that's where I was okay with it. That's what I wanted you to do. Matt, your sneaky flex play.
I got a few here that I've been looking at here. First off, outside of the flex, if we're looking at quarterbacks and stuff, I think Daniel Jones has a good season now, the tools that get there. So that's something to kind of keep an eye on and the weapons around him. But we're not talking about quarterbacks.
I'll take it. I will take it.
But we're not talking about that. So first off, got to put some respect on Marvin Jones's name. Okay, all he does is catch touchdowns, and that's what we're looking for when we're looking for that flex play guy. Give me the guy who's going to catch the touchdowns. Marvin Jones is kind of, I think, wide receiver 37 right now on ADP. Are you kidding me? Wide receiver 37. He's probably wide receiver 1. I'm sorry, DJ Chark, but he's probably wide receiver 1 in Jacksonville. You're bringing in a young stud quarterback. He's going to need a reliable target. You know what I'm saying? So Visca's, I'm sorry, I'll say it. He's kind of a gadget guy right now. They haven't found a role for him.
That's fair. I love Visca, but that's fair.
What is he a slot guy? Is he out wide? Is he a fullback? A halfback?
He's a football it all, baby.
He's a football.
Go ahead, Matt.
He's the OW, the offensive right tackle.
My other wide receiver is Darnell Mooney. You want that guy who's going to come
to the Mooney.
Darnell Mooney. To the moon with Darnell Mooney.
To the Mooney. I love it. Oh, God. Yes.
And if you want to get a little bit deeper, a couple guys to kind of piggyback off of Justin, Tariq Cohen there. He's coming back off injury. He could factor in. And then you throw in the sneaky John Brown. Nelson Aguilar's gone. Ruggs and Edwards haven't stepped up. Brown could be sneaky as well.
I have John Brown ranked really high compared to
Jordan. Go ahead.
So for running backs, this is a dude that's not necessarily a flex right now, but it just seems to be dropping. I still like Clyde Edwards-Helaire. The dude had 1,300 yards in 13 games in this rookie year. And obviously we've seen the big Twitter takes about, how he didn't necessarily translate as well as people were drafting him, getting in the top 5 in some drafts, but that's just people's making that mistake. The dude still averaged 4.5 yards a carry. He's a Chiefs running back. That offense is going to score points. They spread the ball around, and he showed capable passing numbers. For wide receivers, the guy that I'm really looking forward to is Robbie Anderson. One, he already played with Sam Darnold for a full year. But right now, Robbie Anderson, according to Fantasy Pros ADP, it's not the Bible here, but he's going as wide receiver 34 after finishing in the top 25 last year. And you look at the Panthers offense, and we lost Curtis Samuel's targets and that gadgety play. And the way that Robbie Anderson was used in the Joe Brady offense was that Justin Jefferson role. Jamar Chase was more of a DJ Moore style, which makes sense. But Justin Jefferson, Robbie Anderson, those quick slants, stuff like that, he's going to get those types of targets again, and I'm not passing on that value.
I like that take, pimp. All right, Jay, your sneaky flex.
Nobody's going to be surprised if they follow me on Twitter with this call, but the guy named Laviska Shenault Jr., he's currently going as 103 overall. He's going as the 39th wide receiver off the board. Trevor Lawrence, he likes to play the middle of the field. I think that Urban Meyer's going to use him like he used Percy Harvin in college. He can play all over the field.
My fear is you won't know which week.
Jay, your reputation precedes you.
I'm just saying, if you look at my Twitter page, you look at my header, I've got Visca up there. I love me some Visca, but I do have another guy. Debo Samuel's going at the 36th wide receiver overall, man.
There it is.
99. That value is unbelievable. I think Debo is going to be a huge value this year. And if we're going to go like Dingus was talking about, switch over to little quarterback, I think Carson Wentz is going to be a value, man. I think with that offensive line in Indianapolis, he's got a running game. He's got good wide receivers. I think he's going to bounce back. So I am all on the Carson Wentz train once again.
I dig that vibe.
I have Debo at 25.
Flexes, right? We're talking flexes.
We
talking flexes.
We talking flexes,
right? I love where Juju is right now. I don't know why, because he's very late.
Very, very late.
Shit, who else was I just looking
Because
at? I love me
Deontay
some
Johnson.
Jamison Crowder. I don't know, like I think that Jamison Crowder could be that guy on the Jets.
Oh.
Duke
Corey
Blue
Davis.
Devils, Jamison
Corey Davis
Crowder,
isn't
by
a
the
number
way. Just
one.
wanna
Let's
throw
be
that out
real.
there, so.
Corey Davis is not a number one. Jamison
I'm a Corey Davis truther, so like,
I know. You know how I
Did
feel
they
about
cut him
Corey
yet?
Davis. He's
He's
on my
not been
list.
a number one wide
Crowder,
receiver
right?
his entire career.
He's on my list.
It's
But,
always Corey Davis season.
but Jamal
No,
Williams is
next
another one.
year is always Corey Davis.
Jamal Williams is another interesting one, I think, for a flex. I know they have DeAndre Swift, but they signed Jamal Williams for a reason. And I think that he's going to get used in Detroit.
he's definitely gonna get fucking used.
So I had another wide receiver that I wanted to bring up.
Man, I started
Who
to
the hell
like
is
Corey
he?
Davis last year, so I was happy he went to the Jets so I could continue to hate him.
Bro, so I've been mocking with so many people. Like I've been getting like really good value at flex. Like I just
But-
got that as a flex. Like I've
Ask me that
gotten
question in 6 months.
You've
bro.
been mocking with the big dogs over there, Mr. CBS with what's his name from CBS?
Heath Cummings.
Yeah, Heath Cummings. Yeah.
Yeah, I was in on the first one. I didn't get in on the Dynasty one.
Yeah, hey, we rocking
Boy in
soon
there too,
again,
man. Come on, Robbie.
we rocking soon again. So you know.
Oh, there was another Michael Pittman Jr.
Oh yes.
There you go.
I love
think his
Pittman.
value. I think his value is
love that.
ridiculous right now because Paris Campbell can't stay healthy. T.Y. Hilton's gone. Carson Wentz is going to have to throw the ball to somebody.
T.Y.
so-
Hilton re-signed, didn't he?
Well, it
Yeah,
doesn't
yeah.
matter.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Hey,
Doesn't
I mean,
really,
he's
really quick.
T.Y. Hilton's like 106
I-
years
I-
old,
matters,
so it
just
doesn't
not a
matter.
lot.
But
Really quick, I
Pittman's
wanna
a wide
reveal-
receiver 44 off the board, 115.
We haven't taken a
overall,
shot
so-
yet in a while either. Just throwing that out
I
there.
know. We're about to. Really quick,
No,
I
right
wanna reveal- Cheers to me. I don't have a shot.
What do you
but
have in that red
Here-
cup, Jay?
I can't
some
talk about it.
shit, Some
It's
shit.
not allowed.
Some
Don't ask
shit.
questions you don't want
Sipping
the
that
answer to.
lean.
Cheers to me. Cheers to you, all the Rumboyz and girls want to do. Dilly dilly.
Yeah.
Dilly.
Why is your ass so dirty? Don't you wipe? Don't ask questions you don't want the answer to,
Well,
buddy.
that's- Exactly. Yeah. Really quick.
Denzel Mims,
Before we
the
get
wide
in-
receiver
before we
one
get
for
into
the
these,
Jets.
Maybe.
fuck no. Before we
Maybe.
get into these outros, you guys got to get a really good sample of everyone's hot takes. And I really highly encourage you guys to look. You can listen to them wherever the fuck you want to. But from a marketing standpoint, if you guys check them out on their YouTube channels, if you guys subscribe to their YouTube channels, you guys help them get to their 1K, you guys help them get to their watch hours. Like you guys, where the industry is really trying to push the envelope and make things a little bit more competitive. Like you guys really help these brands that here on the Rumboyz Fantasy Network that we're trying to feature. I would appreciate if you guys really just checked all of them out. With that being said, and with that being stated, you guys are going to see a lot of these personalities here in the future, whether it's back on the show or during that Rumboyz movie that we are talking about happening in Canton. This is just a little bit of a taste of what you guys are going to be getting in draft action in Canton in terms of over unders, money lines, bettings. Like everyone is a different analyst in so many different aspects, and everyone's doing so many different shit that Rumboyz After Dark brings what everyone does together and brings it here together as a collective. So we appreciate the fuck out of you guys chilling with us. We're gonna get into Sven first to get into some outros, but y'all are the fucking best. This is why you guys are the best live chat in the whole entire motherfucking internet. Sven.
Yo, TJ Antone is in the game right now for the Reds. I just wanted to point that out. My man's throwing fucking 99 miles an hour, like fire. Unbelievable. You can catch me every single Sunday, 6 p.m. on the Strike Zone on the Rumboyz Network. Follow me on Twitter at FantasySven. That's all I got for you. Jay.
Yep. You can follow me on Twitter at GMenJ. I'm a little bit all over the place. I just signed on with Roto Underworld as a writer. I also have a podcast that I do with my guy Eagle Dan FF every other Thursday right now. Once the season comes along, we'll be doing it every Thursday. But podcast with Upside. And then I'm also part of the Front Yard Fantasy team with JL, Simon, and Josh over there. So we have a lot of fun.
Hey, Jordan. Talk that shit, bro.
You guys can find me on Twitter at JordanVanick1. My pin tweet is what I'm really pushing right now, which is my mock draft for charity contest. And as for content, you'll be seeing a lot of DFS work with me relatively closer to the season. The summer will be big. I'll be throwing out research stuff here and there. I think I just released a since 2018 data where you can see like Matt Ryan weeks 9 to 12 averages 15 points a game in DraftKings specifically. And yeah, that's it. Gridiron ratings is where my writing
goes. I would like to vouch
for
Jordan because I've seen his spreadsheets and this man puts in the work.
They are a
He knows his stuff.
We are about to fucking get that cash on the Pirates. It's time to get some booty, motherfucker. Let's go.
Cash or booty? Or both?
Both.
I'm married, so I don't get any booty. You know what I mean?
I am, and I still do, but
good for you, man. Good for you.
Does it count?
Just don't tell my wife that.
Does it count?
He is tall enough to ride this.
Hey, does it count if you share booty? Like if your wife?
Now
like,
I'm part of it.
Booty,
Damn it!
You know, but
as long as I get mine.
Yep. Hey, Matt, go ahead.
All right. First off, you'll catch me in the Rumboyz movie as the booty double. So when they go to that bareback scene, it'll be this one that you see all over the place. It's fabulous. You'll be catching me. I'll be drafting if I'm allowed to travel out of Canada because of various reasons at this point. If I'm allowed to get down to Canton, you'll be seeing me in the experts draft. I'll be there representing Canada in the Dawson division in the experts draft. Catch us over at the Dynasty Vipers. Join the growing list of 121 subscribers on the YouTube channel. Just to give you a little sample of what we got coming here. We got about 16 shows between now, and we're already booking shows to June 14th. I'm telling you, June 14th, we've already got confirmed dates.
My birthday.
We are hitting it. This
Gemini
Monday
season.
coming up.
Nobody cares,
We just had Kyle Yates on this morning. Kyle Yates joined us this morning already, if you didn't catch that. Chris Towers on Monday. And you guys ready? I'm going to give you a sample of some of these names coming on. Our boy there, Ian Harditz, he's coming on. We got him coming up. Russell Clay, Scott Barrett. I'm going to hold off one of the big names. Stefani Bell, Matt Harmon, Dave Richard, Mike Tagliere, Mike Clay, Justin Boone, Scott Fish, Jake Seeley, John Daigle. These are some of these names that are coming on. You're going to want to make sure you hit that subscribe button.
I love Jake Seeley.
You're going to want to make sure you hit
That's
that
my
subscribe
guy.
button. Turn on those notifications because we're coming in the year of the Viper here. We got some big things coming out there. So you want to tune in for that. And make sure
You are from Canada, aren't you? I like
Make
that.
sure you check us out, eh? Make sure you
I
check
heard
us
the
out,
oat.
eh? The oat. We
Hey,
got myself and Calvin. We can do
I have
our
a real
thing.
question.
Go ahead, Matt.
And probably bigger. We've got two of
Oh, yeah, my dog's snoring.
rising stars, two of the biggest rising stars in the fantasy community. You're going to want to check them out. Major Caldwell, Tara Roberts. Check them out. They're coming big.
Major. That's what
Hell yeah.
homie.
Hell
Hey,
yeah.
go ahead, Herms.
Bogey's still going though. That's the thing.
I know.
Like he's still going.
I know.
If Bogey has something to say, I will cede my time to Bogey.
Oh, fuck. Go ahead,
Ooh,
Bogart.
Tyler Nickman's coming up to bat. He's gonna
Go ahead, Bogart. Go ahead, Bogart.
Canadian bacon. Why is it?
It's
flat?
ham. That is ham.
Okay.
Canadian bacon's ham.
Yeah, it's ham. It's ham. Yeah.
All right, yeah,
They put it on the Egg McMuffin, right? And Egg McMuffin is nostalgic.
I don't ask questions. I just order it.
Yeah.
I knew that me ceding my time would lead us to talking about breakfast food.
ask
So I needed to,
You gotta get the burrito from Chick-fil-A. That's what you need.
No, it's
I'm
delicious.
just
It's worth the
saying,
time.
I need to know the origin of
God,
the Canadian
Bogart.
bacon, bro.
Bogart.
Well, I'm glad that we got to, because I had a feeling it was going to be about Canadian bacon. So I mean, like, I wanted to get that out there. But anyway, you can find me on Twitter at HermsNFL. I'm rocking with the Rumboyz. You know what I mean? Like, y'all know what I do. I love doing this shit. I love being a part of this group. It is fantastic. I feel so appreciative that I have been welcomed into this family. It's a really great place. I mean, honestly, check out all the content that comes out through here. Download the SportsMe app. Download Monkey Knife Fight. Do all that. You know the promo codes. If you've been watching the whole last time, y'all already saw that shit. And if you weren't watching, check the replay. It's going to be there. The information is going to be there. And then I also do work with my blog, The Lateral. We have live stream shows. We have articles. We have podcasts. We have all that shit coming out. Like, we have some cool guests coming up. We got Bob Harris coming on. We got Scott Barrett coming on. We got a lot of cool people fucking coming on. Like, it's going to be super cool. So it's like, for as much as I like to get goofy and have fun and be entertaining, I also know things. You know what I mean? Like, I like to, I got to be better at demonstrating my intelligence.
Really do know
so it's just like,
Don't forget about Herm's terms too, because you had a really good guest on your first episode.
Oh, I was going to say, and the other place you can find me, with the 14 personnel crew. I mean, like, also wonderful group of people, fantastic. I got a YouTube show in Herm's terms. If you like me fucking around just talking about sports, but not beating around the bush, you just want to hear it straight facts. Instead of hearing that shit in boring terms, it's like, well, I was very impressed by the run blocking on the 33-yard line of the, because like you don't need to hear any of that shit. You can hear it in Herm's terms over at 14P. Check that shit out. I've had Jay on. I've had Eagle Dan on. I got some shit going on. So it's just like
I'll pull up, bro.
Yeah, hell yeah. And like, hey, if you don't know me already, you're missing out. I'm just saying.
Let's go. Justin, outro.
Hey, before I even start though, I want to say, Matt, I love that shirt. As a comic book nerd, you incorporate football into a comic book cartoon character. I'm on board.
Awesome.
It's amazing.
100 points.
Yeah, I'm impressed.
For real though, that shit was awesome.
For real.
Because
more
we are nerds.
you guys
for that
find
shit.
me. I'm trying to hit that 1K mark in close. So subscribe on YouTube.
49 away.
No, 44 away as of right now.
44 away.
So hit subscribe on there if you haven't already. I appreciate it. And watch it. Like, that's the more important thing. Subscribe, leave comments, and I give away autographed jerseys every month.
He does giveaway exactly every single
Ricky
month.
Williams
Holy
this
shit.
month.
I met Ricky Williams. Hell of a dude.
On 420, I'm giving away a Ricky Williams autographed jersey.
I need that jersey. I need that jersey.
I'm a Me Too guy.
I gave him a hug, and it was so genuine.
Hey, I'm hitting the bowl. I'm hitting the bowl in good fortune that I get that jersey.
Can I tell this story real quick, bro? I've told us.
Well, you're next. You're coming up next, right?
Yeah, I just want to say, bro.
Real quick, and then also,
outro time.
Also, though, I want to say I am doing this league for charity. You guys hit me up on Twitter, anywhere I posted out. We got our Pace League we're doing for charity. We got a bunch of like celebrities involved. It's awesome. But we're donating to these great causes. More importantly, we're trying to raise money for everyone has their own cause. The winner of our league, that's the charity the money goes to. If you guys subscribe or if you guys donate to it, DM me that. I'll send you a clock management shirt, some stickers, some other cool stuff. I had one person I forgot to send a shirt to for 2 weeks. I just missed it. So I also sent them an autographed Miles Sanders jersey because
nice.
I'm still waiting on a sticker though. I'm supposed to be getting a sticker in the mail.
Yes, I know. I that's going in the mail. Actually,
I want an umbrella.
I do most of my mailing on Saturday.
He said the same thing to me. He's like, you didn't tell me. I was like, yeah, I did. I did exactly what you said. Go ahead, Bogart.
Okay, we're outroing. I figured what I was ranting about before that. I wanted to.
Don't rant. No, do your outro.
Yeah, I know. You got me. I had this good rant I was about to go on.
No, you don't.
I did have one though. Bro, right here, bro. The earth is my turf. Find me. I'm at the gym. Give me money. And then find me here too. Rumboyz. Every Tuesday, my version is better. Fucking After Dark, all the shit, bro. We just cruising the fantasy 7 C's. Let's go.
Love it.
It's like that simple. I'm just trying to remember I had this rant, bro.
I think them boomers, as they call them, are hitting pretty hard. Maybe
no. Fucking mute everyone so that he can't remember that fucking rant. Guys, Google me, Rumboyz spelled with a Z. Google all of us, Rumboyz spelled with a Z. You can find anyone that we've ever featured with, and then you can follow that rabbit hole into where they're at. And you can check them out. I suggest it because every single motherfucking guest that we have is fired. They are brought on as a guest for a reason. And I really recommend it. I could give 2 fucks about me at this point. Like, I really could, and that what's naturally is going to happen is naturally is going to happen. The universe is going to give me what it's going to give me. my business plans that I have laid out are going to play out the way that they fucking play out. At this point, show everyone love, because everyone has been showing me love, and that's really what I contribute to this network and this channel on YouTube and Twitch and everything else, like, you know, becoming successful. So support the people that support you. Keep it real. Love everyone that's around you. Respect those that are around you. You win a lot easier when you embrace versus when you play a hate. And that's coming from your player from the Himalayas. You already know what it is. Selling the 7 C's of fantasy content. It's your boy, Rumboyz Robbie of the Rumboyz Fantasy Network. Motherfucker, cheers to me. Cheers to
we
you.
doing a shot. Hell yeah.
Let's go. All the Rumboys and girls want to do. Dilly. Hey, as my co-host says, as the name of his network, give me money!
Yeah.
Give me money!
Reds keep putting up.